context of that comment whatsoever.
Nope.
Just like always. Sup, motherfuckers.
Last time in our little adventure,
We
you
robbed
met
an
with the-
entire mercenary guild completely blind like the Grinch stole motherfucking Christmas. Tied their asses to beds, put tripwires outside the doors, tied their doors together, created spider webs in front of their doors so they tripped and fell into them, stripped their butt ass naked. One got arrested for public indecency.
The
All in
leader
all,
at that.
a good day to be a Tengu.
And he's probably going to be in jail for about 4 months.
Oh, and we made a new friend.
If not longer.
And got a possible girlfriend for Samuel.
Oh, yay. Samuel has romantic attachments now. That's so adorable.
Oh, that's great. We got 2 people dates, Bubba and Sam.
Oh boy! So yeah, you stripped these guys clean. You found a special knife which you donated to the church.
Kind of. We gave him a massive discount.
We sold it to them.
You sold to the church. You also found a few experimental guns that, let's just say, not combat ready yet, but will probably fetch a high price depending who you sell it to.
We have to find someone who can actually afford them. In the meantime, I have them on my sheet.
All right. So y'all made your way last time I checked to Wolfston.
Where where Vikrin began making our armor.
Yep.
Yes, Vikrin has been making the armor for a couple of days now. We did fast forward a little bit so I can at least get one of them ready.
Okay, I need to start doing the rolls.
In the meantime, while he's doing that, during the time where he's been bopping around, except for the moments he needed me for casting of an Endure Element spell for part of his crafting.
Actually, for that part, you have to be there for the entire 8 hours. It turns out.
I will be there for the whole 8 hours.
Okay, then. Then I will let Karkendall take care of that, because I was actually going to go and have a chat with Darcy.
Hello, Mr. What's your name again? I can't recognize you and your friend.
My name is Razak Hyrus, my dear. I have some business to attend with you.
Yes?
You see, I have this magic staff here, and I want you to play some enchantments on it. And Vikrin tells me you're quite the enchantress. He says you come highly recommended from him, and he knows his stuff, so I'm willing to take some of his word of advice. But see, here's the issue. Being a fellow devotee of Villari, I don't really have a whole lot of money to just fling around whenever I want. And I did recently work out to get a discount in Stothmore. Unfortunately, I'd rather deal here based on Vikrin's recommendation. So if there's any possible way we can work out a deal of any kind.
Sure. What kind of enchantments you need?
I need some spell storing enchantments. See, back over at Stothmore, they gave me 50% off. I'm hoping maybe we can get something like that here. 27 to bluff.
I thought it was 25% off.
Exactly, that's why it's a bluff.
Yeah,
check.
that's why it's a bluff check.
Oh, Jesus.
See if I can get a better discount.
50% off. That's a lot, but I'll think about it.
That'll be great. See, anyway, I need some spell storing on both ends of this, so I can store spell slots inside of the staff. Think you can do that for me?
Sure. I should be able to do it just fine.
And what kind of prices I gotta run me?
It will depend. It will depend on the spell. Yes, depending on the spell. Hello?
Do what?
She said it depends on the spell you want.
Well, I mean, I already know what the price is. What I was asking would be if I could get that 50% discount, or if it would only be a 25, because I can afford either one.
Give me one more. Not bluff check.
Persuasion or diplomacy?
Persuasion, yeah.
50% is cost.
31.
Yeah, you're probably gonna get. Yeah, you probably talked to her at least give you 45% off.
45. Ooh. Okay, hold on. I'll get the exact numbers for that in just a minute.
Oh. Is she a 12th level caster?
Yeah, more or less.
Okay.
Why does that matter?
It's a requirement of producing magic items. You have to be the caster level or higher.
See, while she's an NPC, she could be whatever the fuck level she wants to be.
Plus, I already told you during one of what you call streams, like, yeah, she's pretty much level 12.
Oh, yeah.
12.
Oh, yeah, we
Plus-
estimated it.
Plus, here's another thing. Her lore, her fucking flavor lore was that she's a prodigy. She could be level 1 and fucking do it. Who fucking gives a shit?
Yeah, she's like that kid
Whatever.
that uses console commands and can become level 20.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Okay. So,
All right. So while Pazak puts together the price, what's everyone else doing?
I'm currently double checking all the bonuses I could get. I'm not gonna be able to hire out an NPC to help me out with producing the armor. It's just too pricey, so I'll have to do it myself. So there is a slight there's a slight decline in how much time it'll take me to do it. To do this armor. I have to roll pretty high. I'm just double checking the rules really quick that we decided
I'm
upon.
looking for a place
Alright,
for
so-
nice clothing.
Nice clothing. There are plenty of shops here. And to go back to Pazak real quick, yes, that 6,600. That should be fair enough for what you request.
I hand her my staff and I slap down half the money, so 3,300, and say, "You'll get the other half once the job is done."
It should be done within tomorrow morning. Sir, tomorrow morning.
Fantastic.
All right, she takes the staff and gets ready to go to work.
Hooray. I'll now have spell storing on my fucking staff. It's gonna be awesome. You're not gonna fucking see this shit coming when I get my first attack on and
What
around.
does Spellstorm do? I'm guessing
It allows me to store up to a 3rd level spell into the weapon that I can activate at will upon striking with the weapon.
well, you're carrying a nuclear
He can-
football.
I would say, I don't know what's worse, the fact that you're building a nuclear-powered staff, or the fact that I'm letting you.
Well, it's not that bad.
Okay.
What I plan on doing with it is essentially I'm going to put like inflict wounds into the staff so that when I strike with an attack and do sneak attack, I will activate an inflict wound spell in addition to that, so the damage will stack on top of each other. So my very first couple of attacks will be devastating. Is eventually what I'm gearing it up towards. So I'm also going to get stalking placed on the staff as well.
Okay.
So between the Super Saiyan freaking dwarf and your staff,
I will be a first strike ambush master eventually. Yes.
Okay.
My first like 2 or 3 attacks will just immediately annihilate most targets.
Okay. Assuming that Karkindle or Pazak would be nice enough to cast Guidance on me, and Remy were to cast Crafter's Fortune, I can get started.
Okay.
After I finish doing that, which would only take me like an hour or so, I suppose I can come over and start casting Guidance.
Technically, you only do it once, weirdly enough, but hey.
Boom, you have a +1 to all your d20 rolls. Or sorry, to your very next d20 roll.
Okay. And also, I did the math. I cannot fail the check, but it might take up to 8 days to do this.
And then take 8 days. It's not like we have anything fucking to do.
I do it in 2.
damn.
Yeah, somebody gave
So,
you extra
Pazak, you were
coffee.
the first one to give me the order. You were the first order, so
Hooray.
I'm doing final fittings after 2 days.
That
Alright,
means
so I
I
guess
pay
that
you the
technically-
money.
So I guess this technically leaves you 2 more days left before the next event happens.
And
More
this
or less.
is a
Okay, I did a quick.
Comforted.
Well, this is only the armor itself. This is not the enchanting. The enchanting, I had to redo the math. It'll take 3 days. But I think I can do
I'm
it.
still writing it down because you're fucking doing it. So.
Yep.
Comforted, agile breastplate +1, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
That is it.
And it technically counts as light armor.
Mhm.
What's its AC bonus?
+7 with the enchantment.
7. Armor check penalty is what? 0?
0.
Max dex is 5.
Max dex is 5.
Weight
12.5 pounds.
12.5 pounds. That's even lighter. That's lighter than the armor I was wearing before.
Would you
Spell
want
failure?
Spell failure. I think
Yeah,
it's
it's
15%, but it shouldn't affect you. Didn't affect you,
And
though.
moving speed is unaffected.
30 feet is basically what you type in, unless you can go faster than that.
Nope.
Okay.
I
Next.
have a 22 AC now.
Congrats. Okay.
That's if I'm using my staff, of course. Then it
now,
counts.
let me do. Let me double check the enchanting rules just so I know what I'm doing.
Riveting
Okay.
excitement, everyone. We're crafting.
Okay, yes, I actually can do it in 2 days if I increase the DC by 5. And okay, I need Pazak or Karkindle to be working with me on this.
Don't interrupt.
I've already said I'm going to be working with you for the entire thing.
Okay.
I can get me armor out of it too.
Well, I can only get one set done right now.
All right. So
So-
while you're
Yeah,
working on that,
time.
Remy. Hello, Miss. I've heard you earlier. Welcome to Fine Tailors and Things. How may I help you?
I'm looking for dancer's robe or garb or something.
Something.
The-
Anything particular you're looking for?
Give me a second. Dancer's robe.
A dancer's robe.
Yeah.
For a young lady of your talents, I wouldn't think of anything less. Come with me. Come with me. We have various options right here you could choose from. Which anything particular you're looking for?
Silver.
Silver, of course, yes. We have something in silver right here. With this, he takes the silver one down and holds it up. How do you think this will look?
Can I test it?
As long as you do not leave my shop with it without paying.
Yeah, of course.
He hands you the dress.
I'll try it on.
Alright, you try it on and it feels almost like silky smooth.
How much is it?
5 million gold.
100 billion gold.
I've heard you singing, young lady, in the tavern over here. I'll tell you what, for a lady of your talent, I'll give it to you for 1,000 gold. Trust me, with this dress, you'll make more than enough. Trust me.
I will see the perception. See buffs.
Say again?
Perception check.
What's he saying?
Fuck.
I can't understand him.
said-
He's too low and his accent's too heavy.
Perception. Okay, perception.
Yes, that one. Okay.
Oh, what are you trying to perceive, Jim?
Okay. If the price is right.
That would be a sense of motive, Chad.
Oh, fuck.
Well,
Perception is to view your surroundings. Sense motive is to
Uh-huh.
read body language.
Okay.
We'll keep the 20. Just what is your sense motive?
+3.
Okay, so you got a
So it's a
23.
23.
Let me think. Sense motive. Well, he does believe he can sing that well, and that's how much he thinks the dress is worth.
Can we really trust a
Okay.
Can we really trust a dress keeper that can't tell a cat boy from a cat girl?
He said miss.
And because you're not financially inclined, you wouldn't actually know the real value of the dress. That would require an appraise check.
Yeah.
How about 800?
900 would be a fine. 900's my final offer, young
The
lady.
nat 20 roll.
Use diplomacy.
Let the nat 20 roll.
Diplomacy. Okay.
Use diplomacy.
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 Okay.
Show him your tits.
Fuck off.
Yeah, fuck off.
Okay. Diplomacy.
Jesus Christ.
Did I say 900? I said about 700.
Okay. That's
You have plus 17 to diplomacy. Holy fuck.
Damn.
That's almost
Yeah.
that is ours. We have to be talking. We can't just stand there.
Welcome to the diplomancy that is the bard.
wait.
Damn. Nice.
Yeah. Okay, 700.
700. It's a fine doing business with you, young lady.
Okay.
I wish
Thank
to see,
you.
I wish to
I
see you in
haven't-
that dress the next time you sing. Excuse me.
Yes, indeed.
So, yeah. I thought I would add a little bit of flavor into the enchanting process. So, Karkindle, you said you were involved? You were there the entire time?
Yes.
Yeah. This is not an enchanting process you've ever seen before. And also, Ty, you said that the Darcy would assist me, at least for the first one for free.
For the first one for free, yeah.
Yeah. She probably hasn't. She probably seen a alchemist do something like this, but this is way different. It starts with Vikram actually etching various seals and runes all around the inside of the armor, and then putting a bunch of alchemical ingredients into a pot and heating it up. And it starts, the whole, this is looking unstable.
Yeah, you actually start to see her panic a little, making sure that everything's balanced.
Calm down. I know what I'm doing, I think.
Do we hear that sound from like The Legend of Zelda where it's like that da 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 as you're cooking it?
Nope, not that. Just bubbling and little sparks occasionally fly out of it. Various colors.
Are you making armor or cooking? Because it smells like you can't cook.
Have you ever done Have you ever tried to enchant something without actually being able to cast magic?
No, because
I've
that'd be
always
stupid.
been able to cast magic, so no.
Well, I'm having to work around a little issue. I finally figured out how it can be done. My adopted mother is an alchemist, after all, and I learned a few tricks from her. So, filter masks on, everyone.
At this point, Orchid already has walked out the shop for some.
She's like, nope.
And she's trying to get Rebecca out too, but
Nope.
but she can't.
I bet she's probably pretty curious. Already has the
Yeah,
hook on.
she's like, I'm impossibly curious. Like, oh no, I actually want to see how this ends. Like, friend, I don't know if it's going to end with anyone being alive at this rate.
Yeah. Big old leather apron, basically like a welding jacket, big old leather gloves. Tom,
Yeah, at this point, Orchid just is standing behind a glass wall.
Like outside looking through the window.
Yep. Then I just start slowly pouring it over the runes. The magic is seeping into them, causing the armor to actually glow. While lots of alchemical sparks are flying everywhere.
At this point, even Rebecca's starting to take notes.
Should we be hearing this really weird clicking sound on our counters?
As soon as it starts sparking, I'm gonna create an earth wall right in front of me as a shield.
It's like I'm just gonna stand over here. Pazak's gonna shift over and stand next to Karkendall behind the earth wall. It's
Hey,
like,
you're,
stay
hey,
over
you're not
here.
in here unless you got a filter hood on.
Well, I had to be there to cast guidance, Jackwagon.
Karkendall can cast guidance too, you know.
He doesn't have that spell prepared.
We have days. So, yeah. Finish pouring it and, pour some alchemical neutralizing agents on it. Wash the armor off out back in some clean water. Bring it back in, it's shining. Well, that should do it. Feel free to check it, make sure it's what you were expecting.
Oh god, it's burning!
Is it safe?
They can roll a detect magic with spellcraft. If they want to figure out what it is.
I'm just fucking with you, man. Technically, it's only a +1 enchantment, so that's the only enchantment you can see, because the rest is just built into the armor and custom made properties. It doesn't have anything to do with magic.
Well, no. Comfort is a magical thing you can detect on it.
How? When it doesn't affect the actual enchantment level?
It's a static enchantment, as I call them. It's a magical enchantment. It just doesn't count towards the pluses. It's the same thing with glamour and the stealth and the stealth armor abilities. Basically, they're too utility, too niche to warrant a plus requirement.
That's weird, but whatever. I'll take it.
Yep.
And we also have a little holy symbol carved inside the breastplate. So I have a hidden holy symbol on me at all times now.
Yep. Vikram takes off his filter hood and goes, "Whew, glad that worked."
And that took all of 4 days?
4 days. Solid work.
Sweet. I guess next would be Karkendall's, or does Sam have armor yet? Decent armor? Does Sam even want armor?
I'm kind of waiting until I can afford the mithril full plate before I can get all the enchantments I like.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's like $4,000
At the moment.
Okay, yeah. So the armor you want is too expensive.
At the moment,
for you right
I
now.
still have my basic enchanted breastplate of agility.
Yep.
That's cool.
At the moment, I'm.
So I guess the only person
now.
who still needs a decent set of armor would be Karkendall then.
And me. I'm still in studded leather, bro.
Nobody cares about you.
Oh boy.
You don't need armor. You're an archer.
So while you all, I assume at this point you're all checking it up back at the inn right here, seeing that.
I was actually also looking out for nice clothing.
Yeah. And you see his face you didn't think you'd see in a while walk in.
Hold on. Hold on. 31 for cooking.
Oh yeah, master chef level.
Anyway, I noticed Fang is in our inn somehow.
Oi! So this is what these fancy-looking inns look like. Look like any other rundown month. Hey,
It's
girlie!
the exact same as the last Fire and Compass inn, so I mean...
Like, hey, girlie, why'd you do a dance for us?
So what's up, Fang? I haven't seen you in a while. How's it going?
Last time I checked, I was rotting away in prison. I thought I'd be there for a few months, actually.
Really? Why'd you get arrested? What happened?
Apparently, some jackal and someone else walks behind and was like, Mr. Fang, now's not a good time. Now's not a good time to discuss your recent incarceration. Aye, whatever.
Incarceration? Rather incarceration?
No, it is now incarceration.
Incarceration.
Vikram is pretty tired after 4 days solid work, but
he's passed out in the fucking corner somewhere.
No. He's conscious. He's just sitting in a chair, has a glass of wine next to him, keeping an eye on this guy.
So, gentlemen, were you hungry? You tired? I mean, we got plenty of food. I can make you some quick steak burgers. In fact, actually, I think I might have some leftover breakfast.
Are you wearing the new armor?
Yes.
The shiny new armor.
No, it would not be shiny. I would make sure it was not shiny, because that would be completely fucking counterproductive to being stealthy.
Maybe Karkendall's.
He put like a piece of cloth over the shiny bits.
No, what I would have had Vikram do was to make it a more dull-colored metal, not a shiny.
Oh,
metal.
you want me to blue it?
Whatever the fuck that means. But regardless, the point is it would not be like fucking silver shiny. That would be completely counterproductive to a rogue.
Oh, give me one of them steak burgers.
Right
I'm-
away.
Yes, I'll take one of your mediocre burgers as well.
You don't need to be rude about it, you jackass. And I sit down in front of him, and I sit down one in front of Fang. Anything else I can get you, gentlemen?
That will be all. Thank you very much.
Fantastic. As I walk by this guy, I want to pick his pocket.
Yeah, when he says refers to the food as mediocre, you basically like hear Samuel like turn his neck so fast you almost hear like what sounds like a cracking
Crit.
sound.
And Sam is dead.
Congratulations, Kazak, you're 1,000 gold richer.
Just fucking swipe it right out of his pocket. 1,000 gold for fucking Bazak. This is what you get for fucking with Tengus, man. After a while, people are going to realize maybe we shouldn't fuck with the damn Tengus. Now I want to go back in my
I figured
kitchen.
they would learn that lesson, but no.
Well, this guy's completely new. You don't see the red wolf band on his arm like you do in the rest of the game.
After a while, all people in the world realize don't fuck with the Tengus.
Well, isn't there a rumor going
Call
around
my
town?
food fucking mediocre, will you? I'll show you, motherfucker.
Well, what I would say is there's probably already a rumor floating around town about the Tengu that will curse you to be poor if you're not a good merchant. Or whatever.
Yeah, if
You
you're
know, fair
a fucking douchebag, I curse you to be poor, yeah.
So Sam was close enough to hear these two talking about. Oi, mate. So why'd you bail me out? Last time I checked, I was going to spend at least a couple of months in there before one of my men got the money together. Yes, I've heard I heard you are leader of the skilled Red Wolf Company. I have a couple of jobs I need you to perform. I was hoping that you'd be the right man for the job.
Well, then I would be listening in on this too. I will roll perception.
Yeah, I'm gonna unobtrusively try to observe them from the bar.
I'm drinking right next to them, so
Yeah,
that'd be
where
a
you're
22.
sitting.
That'd be a 22 because I'm out of combat and can easily spend the standard action.
All right, you see these two.
Stealth to not be noticed doing this.
I was about to say you might want to do some stealth before they get into more juicier business details.
21 perception and
35 perception.
25
there.
stealth.
There with my deck of cards, just shuffling and playing solitaire.
I'll step over and say, so Karkin, would you like to learn a new card game from my homeland?
Let me show you the card game of my peeper.
How would you like to play 52 card pickup?
No, thank you. I know that game quite well.
How about
Want to play
Smoke
Smoke and Fire instead?
do you want me to like to do a perception check as well or something?
You're like
Well, you are
5
right
feet away.
there,
You don't need to
so-
make a perception check.
You're right
Probably-
there.
I'm drinking right next to them.
At least make a stealth check to see if they still notice you or not.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
I'll preface this as I'm obviously drinking, as I actually took a keg out, so it's right next to me.
Obviously, they know you're there, but
Yeah, they can see
I
I'm
said-
drinking.
You
Okay.
think you're another drunk dwarf and nobody gives a shit about you.
Oh, damn!
Most-
Remi's the ninja of the
Most
group.
more.
Do you guys want to, chip in to get Samuel the stealth armor upgrades?
Nope.
So while Samuel stumbles off,
Dunk.
As he
Starts
climbs onto
saying,
my
like-
fucking bar for some reason.
That way he can reach the bar better and drink more.
listen, there are several jobs that need you and your men to perform, some which might not be beneficial to the kingdom of Westwood or the land of Sarasara. If your men are willing to perform these jobs, I believe my benefactor would be quite grateful for your assistance. How grateful we're talking, mate. Let's just say let's just say the Red Wolf Company will be the most well-known mercenary group in the world. Well, you already are that. No, you don't understand. You'll be the most well-renowned and richest mercenary company in the world. Really now? Tell me more. Tell me more about this. Oh, only at the time the job starts. You'll probably be meeting my benefactor in a couple of days. He's very interested in meeting you in person.
What'd you do, Kiri? You like bug the keg or something? This isn't fucking Cloak and Dagger's spy crap. Doesn't work that
My
way.
guy took out a keg of ale just to seem like he was there. It's obvious something went wrong, and he thought,
Stupid.
I want more beer. Let's get more beer.
Oh,
Hey, he's a
boy.
dwarf. People
Damn.
assume they're nothing but drunkards. I figure I'll play the stereotype to my advantage.
I'd say you're
Oh,
not helping
boy.
your stereotype.
Well, neither are we, Daniel. So
Shut up, not the point.
Anyway, Mr. Fang, we'll be in touch. Oh, and how much money does your men owe to that inn over there? Oh, I think the innkeeper said he's gonna have us work until we pay off about 10,000 gold. Says he blames us for the damages and stuff. I don't
I'm
understand.
gonna
what
like
he's
clear
talking
some of
about.
their empty drinks and like refill them and shit.
Yeah, well, they
Oh,
see you.
would you be staying with us tonight, gentlemen, or at all? Do you need rooms?
Oh, yeah, I need a place to stay. Can't exactly go back to where I was.
Well, we certainly have one, and it's not too expensive. I have to talk to the innkeeper for the exact pricing, of course, because of course I don't actually work here.
I'll take it
I
then.
just help out.
Eh,
What about you, gentlemen? Mr.
normally I say none of your business, but Mr.
That's just
McCall.
so rude. Why
Mr.
would you
Mc-
do that? One should always give their name out and meet new people.
Mr.
I am Bazak Hyroost.
Mr. McCall is fine enough.
McCall. That's a nice name. So what do you do, Mr. McCall?
I make business deals, arrange people to meet up with each other, and take home a percentage of the profits between these meetings.
That's interesting. So you're kind of like the go-between guy.
Yes, one can call me that.
That's cool. Well, you need a room.
No, thank you. I will be staying somewhere else tonight. Thank you for
okay.
your offer.
Okay, Docus, and I'm gonna take some of their plates and whatnot back here.
I smell food and
Let me
I
leave it over
wake
here.
up.
They're empty plates, dumbass.
The remnants are enough.
I smell food.
I
Anyway-
put food in front of him.
Anyway, Mr. Fang, or should I call you Mr. Mac? Fang's fine, mate. Fang's fine.
Is it Macule?
Anyway, Mr. Fang, I believe this concludes our meeting. Shall we meet again in a couple of days? Aye, sure. That should be enough time for me to get my men out. Consider this a bonus to assist in this. And you see him like plop down about 10,000 gold on the table. Consider this a down payment for services rendered. Have a nice day.
Oh, I know what Bazak's up to tonight.
Oi, where's my room at?
I'm gonna follow the guy who just left.
Alright.
Jumping out the fucking window. I quietly walked upstairs and like jumped out the fucking upper story window.
Oh boy. Anyway, the innkeeper points to the steps. Fang being Fang walks past Remy, tries to slap her on her ass, and then keeps on going.
I'm push. I make his clothes pink.
You make his toes pink. Okay.
Close.
Close.
Oh, close. Oi, you're a feisty one. Why don't you come upstairs and show me how feisty you could be, little lady?
It's 28
Fuck
stealth and
you.
21 perception to keep
I
an eye on him.
recommend you go to bed, Mr. Fang.
Ay, I don't want to get mixed up with you lot again. Have a good night.
Yeah, because getting mixed up with us gives you bad luck because you totally don't know we fucking robbed you because you don't have any proof.
Mm-hmm.
And 3 out of 4 of us, or 3 out of 5 of us, can easily lie you to death.
Yeah.
I'm just somebody that could bore you into just. I'm not going to pay attention to you anymore.
But yeah, that's a 28 stealth and a 21 perception, so I can, not lose them in the crowd if there's, crowds. I don't know how
right,
crowded the streets are in this town.
Well, unfortunately, while you're able to keep hidden, unfortunately, after about, I say, 10 minutes, he disappears into the crowd.
I'm going to go to I'm going to go to a local dive bar.
All right.
And I'm going to try and soak up some local color. And I'm going to ask around a little bit. Here's a knowledge local check. I'm going to see if I can 20.
Yeah, I think you find some things.
I think you're going to find some information.
I try and get more information on this Mr. McCall.
Maxwell or something.
I almost said Macwell. I meant McCall. Find out more information on Mr. McCall. I'm looking at who exactly he is, how important he is, what exactly he actually does, where he's staying, and what kind of associates does he have.
Okay. Travis McCall. You find out his full name is Travis McCall. He is, as he says he is. He is someone of which, let's just say, high-ranking, high important people of various organizations will talk to is like, hey, I want to talk to this guy, but I don't want them to know it's me yet.
So he works as an intermediary for high client intel.
So,
Sorry,
high client intel. Yes, he says he's one. They say he's one of the best, as he's able to.
He's a middleman for the high society. There are high society clients.
Yeah. They say he's able to. They say he has a very good reputation of being able to link client, or at least detect that the person they're talking to is worth the money before they bring him on up. However, the one strange thing here is that no one's heard from him for about 10 years.
Okay.
And he was last seen in the Sarasara area, but no one's really heard or heard from him 10 years. But other than that, he normally lives in various places. Like, ironically enough, Sally's old house used to be Mr. McCall's. Before he moved down, she moved in.
Mm-hmm.
And
Am I able to find out exactly where he's currently staying? More recently, like what inn is he at?
Unfortunately, not. Everybody's shake their head like, we don't know. No, his name's not any inn registry or anything, and no one's seen him leave town.
Am I able to find any inns that possibly might have because he could possibly use an alias? Is there anyone who fits his description that's been staying at any recent inns, local inns? I mean,
after going through some of the inns, you actually find no one actually fits any of the description of someone matching his height and build.
Okey-dokes. I guess this takes me several hours to do, so
Yeah.
What are the others doing? Because after I finish that, I'm going to head back towards the inn, and I'll arrive there when you let me arrive there.
All right, so what's the rest of you guys doing?
What time of day is it right now?
I think it would be mid-morning, wouldn't it be?
Yeah, it should be about mid-morning. The time Pazak's gone between mid-morning and early afternoon, so
I'll probably slip into the magic shop and warn Orchid that her old boss is in town. A very shady guy paid his bail.
If he's going to see her, I go as well.
And he's giving him a sizable amount of gold to get his men out of indentured servitude.
He's paying off all their debts for something.
That's unusually a bad
special. People don't normally spend that much money on a group of people without a...
Yeah, she was actually just about to say that means he must be hiring from them for something big. This won't be the first time this happened, but now I'm even more concerned.
Look, I'm sure Pazak probably could pull some magic tonight and delay him even further.
He could.
Vikrin just assumes because he hasn't seen me for like
Hours
several
at this
minutes by the
point.
time he leaves.
You always seem to turn back up when you're
You're
needed,
like
okay?
Batman.
You turn up when you're needed.
I'm Batman. I only show up when I'm needed.
Am I gonna have to, like, I don't know, set up a
You're gonna put up a fucking raven signal in the
Yeah.
sky?
Any
Yeah, with the
artist
sunrise.
listening to this, put Bazak in a Batman costume quick.
We're talking to you, Samuel.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So yeah.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
I'm not the hero you need right now, but I am the hero you deserve.
You're a Bat Raven.
Though I will
I am.
do.
Birdman, Raven Man, the call of the night of justice.
He is the terror that flaps in the night.
God damn it, you beat me to it.
I know what you were saying, Sewell.
I'm going to actually go. I'm going to write a note in Elven and entrust it with my hawk to take it to the princess to warn, to try and see if she can't delay.
Buy something on the way because that'd be funny.
Like to see what?
To see if she can't delay the rest of the Red Wolves. That they're up to something. That somebody just gave them a crap load of money to pay off their debts.
All right.
Unfortunately, I don't know if there's much she can do because technically it's legal. We assume it's shady, but technically this wouldn't be unusual for someone to bail someone out.
Yeah. One.
Keep an eye on them.
If you were to go to the prison, you would see that he did sign his name on the registry. He did go through all the proper procedures, and what they are doing, while it looks shady, is still legal. All they're doing is paying off the entire band the damage that, let's just say, a couple Tengus did that they don't know about.
Plus the simple fact that, as Orchid already said, this isn't the first time this has happened. I mean, it's not unusual for a mercenary group to get arrested and then bailed out by someone who wants to hire them and using the bail money as part of their payment.
Yeah. But look, it's just shady. I'm asking her, keep an eye out. Don't trust them.
All right, she nods like, okay.
Well, no. She doesn't know that. I'm writing this in a note. Be careful. Okay. Have your guards keep an eye on them. Don't trust them.
Go to Westwood in like under 5 minutes.
So I'm basically, I finished the note, writing on the gondolas down with my hawk, giving her instructions because she actually has got 3 intelligence, so I can actually explain this to her and she can do it.
So basically, keep your eye on a bunch of exhibitionists that are getting out of jail.
Yeah.
Telling this to the bird?
No, she's telling the bird to give a message to the princess. Hey, someone's about to come with a large amount of money to.
I mean, I understood the message. I thought because I heard you say she has 3 intelligence. She can understand this, and I'm like, the princess has 3 intelligence?
No, the bird has 3 intelligence. The bird actually knows common.
Oh boy.
I know it's weird, but it's what animal companions do if you bump their intelligence above 2. Yeah.
But long story short, you're sending a message to her.
You're sending a message to her, which obviously will get there long before Fang gets there to get his men out of servitude.
Oh yeah, my bird flies.
The bird flies faster than a horse can run on land.
Plus Fang's sleeping, so you still have that one day advantage.
Yep. I'll have the bird. If the princess has a response, let her send it. Otherwise, if she lets you go, come back here. I'll see you tomorrow morning.
And the bird flies off.
Then I start hearing an argument out of the corner of my ear.
What?
What?
Huh?
Introducing cohort.
What?
She's.
Fuck you on about?
Okay, can anyone just go into Wolf's Den? Just walk up to the guard and say, I want to go to Wolf's Den. Can they do that?
Wolf's Den already.
No, I went down the gondola.
Normal people. No one could just walk in without either being known or. Oh, right, this argument.
Yeah.
What? You Do you know who I am? Do you
Basically,
know what
yeah. Yeah.
I am a fucking warrior of God, motherfucker!
Pretty
I
much.
am a paladin of Iomade, and I'm investigating a possible threat on the surface.
I'm like, I'm sorry, miss, but unless you have the written notice from Captain Juicy of Sarasara, or interim Captain Basil, you cannot come into Wolf's Den. And last time I checked, you have neither. Ferris Basil, full name.
Yeah.
Oh.
I walk over and says, "Excuse me, guard, is there a problem?" Obviously, I'm in my full cloak and hood and mask.
Yes, this crazy woman here insists of coming in here, and, well, you know our policy, but...
She just looks over to Vikrin.
Like,
pupils dilate and goes, "You, I finally found you," and draws her longsword, pointing at him.
and which this case of the guards draw their swords.
Easy.
But you see, this is why we don't let riffraff here. What?
You're the paladin that's been looking for a mysterious person in a cloak, correct?
Yeah, of course I am.
Drow in a cloak. Yeah, mysterious drow in a cloak. Okay, guards, it's okay. I can handle this. Let her pass. I'll speak with her up in Wolf's Den.
They look at each other and sheathe their swords. The gauntlet is actually coming down, and surprisingly enough, it looks like that Rebecca and Orc are actually going for a walk around town. Looks like this is the first time Rebecca's seen the outside world in forever, at least outside her shop.
So they kind of
Wait,
see
I thought the town was up past the gondola.
Yeah.
Well, you know what I meant.
They're going out of town to explore the base of the mountains.
Yeah.
Oh,
Paladin,
full confusing.
you can put your sword away.
Why should I?
I'm not a threat. Trust me. Can we please go up to Wolf's Den and talk?
Trust me, says the drow.
She realizes this is still a 3-on-1 situation. She uses a sword. Like, you're not going to get away with this, you know.
Vikram just mutters to himself in Undercommon. Oh, this is going to be fun.
Yeah.
So, assuming you're not leading her off to the dire tiger at the other side of the mountain.
Nope, I'm taking her up the gondola.
All right, she's going up. She's in town. You're in center of town now.
I'm going straight to the inn, and I'm just sitting down at the bar. I'm going to look at the barkeep, and I'm going to go, "Barkeep, what's the strongest non-dwarven whiskey you got?"
Non-dwarven. That would be. Oh, sorry, wrong inn. Non. I forgot this was. I forgot this was Flower and Compass. Non-dwarven. Yeah. Well, last time I checked, I believe
Well,
that
I mean,
would
there
be.
could be a dwarf back there. We don't know. I mean, there's several different people who could follow this
Yeah,
religion.
wasn't like the dwarf the
Sure.
owner of the very, very, very first flower and compass we came across?
I think so. I don't fucking remember.
Well, an old friend actually steps in behind you and let you know. He might want this Samuel Smith's ale. Second. What is it? The Elven brew they have. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
No, I'm looking for a nice distilled whiskey,
Tanti
preferably
Porter?
human-made. No, human-made whiskey. What's the strongest you got?
I guess that would be the Smith Ale family human. Why don't you get something stronger, brand?
Jeez.
It's probably a 60 proof corn whiskey.
Yeah,
It's the
pretty
light
much.
whiskey.
It's the
Leave.
light brand.
Leave the bottle.
It's good old Pozon.
Samuel, you see kind of glaring behind Vikrin, a female elf wearing a breastplate, a shield on her back, and a sword at her hip. You see a couple of holy symbols, very prominent. Very similar to that paladin guy that we had to deal with.
Friend of yours, Vikrin?
Except not nearly as cool.
You're the one with Captain Juicy, weren't you, madam?
Please do not remind me of that man. I'm still having nightmares.
Which one was she talking to?
Pose on speaking to
Alora.
the paladin, Alora.
So, Miss Paladin, are you going to introduce yourself?
Did
Yes.
we already have a character named Alora?
Elara.
Elara.
Eliara.
Fine, I am Elara Duskblade, and I've come to deal with this man over here. Pointing right at Victor.
What did he do?
He's a drow. That's reason enough.
Look, just because he's black doesn't mean he's evil.
I might as well at least put a character at least right here.
Yeah. Well, I've got the token ready to go.
I still say that line. Just because he's black.
You gotta be careful.
She looks
Drow.
very masculine.
Yeah, not the best picture. A friend of mine did it for me a while back.
So, 80s glam rock type androgynous.
No. It's just not the best picture. But anyway, I did it for me cheap, so didn't complain too much.
Just because he's black doesn't mean he's evil. Racist.
Wait till she sees the fucking Tengus.
Oh boy.
Oh, great, they're thieves. That's rude. If technically accurate.
Well, there she goes. Gotta be careful with drow. They're very cunning, very insidious. They like playing the long game. You never know what they're truly planning.
I know what this guy's is planning because I've drank with him multiple times.
I
Oh?
don't think you're helping your case at all.
Yeah.
Like I thought Captain Juicy could be closed-minded sometimes. He says while preparing a very fine combination of mixture of whiskey himself.
I thought it was like the captain that was the closed-minded, not the Terry Crews guy.
No. Terry Crews guy
most
is the
paladins
captain.
are pretty close-minded. When
The Terry Crews guy is the captain.
Yeah.
He's just not as closed-minded
Alright, I
as
was
your
mixing up
average
characters.
paladin,
Never mind.
but-
Just let me correct that on my notes.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not as closed-minded as his sergeant, but he could be.
You mean
pretty
his lieutenant?
closed-minded.
Yeah, as
His lieutenant, yeah.
yeah,
But he
we got
can't-
Lieutenant Hartman and Captain Rufus Juicy.
Yeah.
Juicy.
It varies depending on the god the paladin follows, but they vary from extremely closed-minded to just a little closed-minded. It's kind of a thing that they have.
Yeah, paladins are usually fairly adamant about their beliefs.
To put it in perspective, if Juicy and Hartman both met Archie and Sally, Juicy would sheath her sword to make sure what they're about. Hartman might pull his sword ready to fight. Without second notice, at least until someone tells him to chill.
Vikran's poured himself a tall glass of whiskey and starts drinking it.
So, this is a friend of yours, or just a proverbial stalker?
Which one is that?
I've heard rumor that there was a paladin following in my wake for about 4 months. 6? I've been on your show for 6 months, Drow.
At this point, it's probably at least noon, a little after noon time by now.
Just wondering.
I lost track of him in the Sarasara Kingdom. Disappeared into that dark wood area. Couldn't find a guide to lead me through.
How in the hell did you get through? That's usually a death trap unless... Oh, right, you're a paladin. Whatever.
No, she didn't go through that. She came on a boat. She couldn't find a guide.
I meant she... That's what Posar was thinking, like, oh, right, you're a paladin. You might have a slightly higher chance of survival.
Yeah, Mr. President, I actually went through the Blackwood. Wasn't easy. Couple close calls, but I made it here somehow.
If you are one brave man, even the Paladinor have hard time dealing with that. And you saw how well it was growing into our kingdom. Does no one see that there's a drow here?
Shanu Diamo said you're not
Yes,
cool
I'm a
enough.
drow.
Stop
Everyone pretty
dying
much
to
knows at this
embarrass
point.
yourself.
Holy shit, you're a drow?
Holy shit, you're black?
What?
Sorry, fucking Bazak was there, you do.
Holy shit, you're not a figment of my imagination?
Holy shit, you're
I
real.
thought you were a drunken hallucination.
I thought I was hallucinating.
Oh,
Thought we were all crazy.
madam, what
Or,
you
no, this one would be better. Wait, you can see him too? I thought only I could see him.
madam, the day you look past someone's race or skin is the day you'll probably do better at your job as a paladin. But that's none of my business. I probably should get going to make sure everything's all right.
Yes.
He walks over and gives a tiny bow to Miss Blade and makes his way out.
She does a
Miss
slight bow
Blade,
back.
really?
Miss Duskblade.
Miss Duskblade.
Yep, does a slight bow back, then sits down and continue observing the victim.
I walk up to her and I offer her a drink from that open keg I had.
No, thank you. I need to make sure he's not up to anything. Need to keep my head clear.
Trust me, in the years I've known him, he's good.
Says the drunk.
Several few months, but hey.
Oi! Noise down there! I heard that no good president of the human president around here somewhere.
It's just a figment of your imagination. Go back to sleep.
Did Sam turn Irish all of a sudden?
Oi! Who's the pretty lady? I didn't know you had company here.
That's a lady?
She just scowls at him.
Oi, lady, you seem to be feisty. Name's Fang, leader of the Red Wolf mercenary group, one of the most world-renowned and probably soon to be world's richest mercenaries in the world.
I don't know you and I don't give a damn. I'm busy.
Oh, but you can get to know me. Tell me, what will it take to get you out of those stuffy armor?
Oh my god.
Putting a sword through my heart and killing me?
Oh, you are extreme, aren't you?
I mean, I like to have an open mind, but even that's a little too kinky for me. Sorry.
I recommend you back off. I'm busy and do not want to be disturbed.
Ah, that sounds like a threat, young lady. Did I tell you what happened to the last lady who threatened me? Wow, the whole room went silent.
They got
Let
a
me guess.
promotion.
What?
Let me guess. She was 12 years old and she kicked your ass.
You are a feisty one. How about after your business you join my group? My second in command position just opened up a couple of days ago. Ungrateful harlot. Yeah, you will be. Yeah, at this point, Prizak will be walking in during this
I
conversation.
glare at him when she says that ungrateful harlot comment.
Alora responds.
What ass is it going?
Alora responds with actually drawing her shield and doing a bull rush on this guy.
I would actually be intervening at that point, but hey, whoa! No violence in the Flower and Compass Inn. Both of you cut the shit out.
And he's refusing to.
All right. Would that be like? All right, I'll try and grapple her. Would that be like a strength check just to keep her from trying to rush?
No, it'd be a
a combat maneuver bonus.
At this point, two other people walk in. I wouldn't suggest fighting here. Last time that happened, I got kicked out. Oi! Speak of the bitch now.
Who's that one?
That's Rebecca.
Okay.
I have to actually make her thing because there's no such thing as a glasses-wearing mage.
Yeah.
You can't just get a feminine mage and like Photoshop a pair of spectacles on her?
Maybe by Saturday, Sunday.
Oh. Also, unique feature of the paladin. She has purple eyes.
Oi!
You can roll nature to try and figure what that means for an elf.
Knowing Fang, he's not going to try, but
yeah, other people in the party might try.
Yeah.
I want you all to calm the fuck down and stop being damn stupid, or I'm gonna have to invoke the Flower and Compass's banishment policy. You got it? Now let's all have a nice seat. I'll make some steak burgers for lunch. Since I just got back. Who was hungry? Anybody
I am.
hungry? Sam, you're
I'm
hungry,
hungry.
right? Sam's always hungry.
Oh yeah, I'm going back to bed. I'm not going to eat any of your crap.
Well, fuck you too, then, jackass.
Just out of curiosity, would that have actually worked at keeping her from rushing forward?
Yeah. She's only a 5th level NPC. She has a CMD of 20. So yeah, you basically would have been able to grapple her.
So, Orchid, Rebecca, come on in. Have a seat. I'll make you something to eat.
I've never
16.
actually been here before. I've seen it, but I've never actually been inside.
This is one of the many flower compass inns provided to us by the glorious Villa Aria, the Sojourner, the Wayfinder, the Eternal Traveler.
But Villaria, I'm sorry, I don't know much about religion. Can you tell me more about her?
She is a goddess of travel, air, earth, and water.
And meanwhile, I guess
We of her road priest called Zaya travel the world eternally, following in her footsteps, and provide guidance and assistance to those in need upon the path.
Zaya, I've heard that term about an hour ago by this very strange look, very aloof but seemingly kind man.
What's his name? Poson? Possibly connected to the Sarasar Kingdom?
Yes, actually, he claimed he was the president.
Fantastic. Yeah, apparently he used to be a Zaya before he became a president. One day he'll return back to the path.
Yeah. And just on the side, yes, Orchid is saying, "Oh, Samuel, how are you doing?"
I'm doing quite well, man. How are you this evening?
I'm doing quite fine. I'm taking Rebecca out of town. She said, "Well, the poor girl spent almost her whole time in that shop or at her house. I want
That
her to
sounds boring and sequestered. You should travel the land and see what it is to be alive."
so I've made an agreement. So she paid me a little less, and in exchange, we walk around the town every once in a while. Well, that and one other thing she's working on me for. Like I have her working on a very special job, but yes, that weapon will take quite a while to complete. Rebecca interrupt. But once it's done, yes, once it's done, I for now will be going back home to deal with that situation.
Considering that Fang apparently is out and about, would you have an objection if I walk with you, just to make sure things are good?
You know what?
Damn it, wrong one.
I'll be more than happy to have that.
Okay.
But for now, let me have some of those was it world famous steak
they're
burgers
good.
or
They're
what
nice
you
and
call them?
juicy.
They're already sitting in front of them. They've been sitting there for like the last 30 seconds.
And I also offer them both some Samuel Smith ale.
Like Orchid takes it, you Caprell Rebecca's not exactly a heavy drinker or a drinker at all.
I place large glasses of water next to them and go, you might want to water that down. Dwarven ale is very strong for those who don't drink very heavily, especially those of the elven or feminine persuasion.
Don't worry about me. After spending at least a half year with the Red Wolf Company, I think I can survive any alcohol.
As she
Trust
takes
me,
one sip and immediately passes out.
No, she actually
First into the floor.
She actually withstands it, though you could tell it's like a kick to her. Like, oof.
So basically, like that thing is as if you just like did a shot of like 100 proof alcohol.
Yeah. She could take it, but she's like, ooh, whoa.
She's like, I think I'm done for this for the rest of the night.
Like, but I think this will be the end of my. And who's that woman over there? She looks more intense than I do.
She introduced herself as Alaria Duskblade. Apparently, she's been following Vikrin for a while. It was. What was it? 6 months?
6.
It's It's been following him for about 6 months.
Now, why would anyone want to follow you?
Needs a new
I think
hobby.
she's a stalker.
I know, right? I don't
I'm
even
not
understand
there.
you. You probably lead like the most boring life, fucking around in the forest all the time.
There were rumors there was a drow on the surface. I was dispatched
Oh
to
no!
investigate.
Drow on the surface! Call the police! Oh, it's so unusual! There's like fucking 80 of them on the surface in this town alone. Who cares?
What?
Well, that'll probably distract her for a while.
You do see Travis walk in and making a beeline straight to the rooms.
Excuse me, everyone. I have to go clean some dishes. I'm gonna stealth up behind him.
Miss Orchard, do you recognize that guy? I just...
Never seen him before.
Yeah. Orchard over here. He apparently bailed out Fang.
Doop.
Well,
Doop.
Travis.
Doop.
Anyway. So...
Yeah, like she fucking cares. She doesn't know what the fuck's going on.
I figured I'd best warn her just in case, you know, stuff happens, in case she comes across him. Maybe...
Wait, which one are you talking to?
Orchard.
Orchid.
Oh, Orchid. I thought you were talking to the Paladin. It's like, the Paladin doesn't give a shit!
I'd be going in the, "Aye, is that you?" kind of voice.
She's only like 20 feet away. You don't have to yell.
Well, I could just be going this. "Hello, Orchid." "Hello, Paladin."
She's like 20 feet
"Hello,
away.
Orchid." "Hello, Paladin."
That's...
So while this is going on, Pizak, you do manage to sneak in as right as rain. He goes straight for Fang's room.
I'm gonna sneak up to his room and I'm gonna try and listen on what they're doing.
Hey, what brings you up here?
Fuck. 19 perception.
You could barely hear shit. That line was pretty much the last line you heard for the night.
Damn it.
All because you forgot to bring a glass with you.
You know what? What I'm gonna do? Oh, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna change the circumstances. I'm gonna climb out the window. No, I'm gonna go up onto the roof. I'm gonna take a rope and I'm gonna like rappel just outside the window where it'd be easier to hear than through a door. Let me get my stealth roll so I can do this. Would you like me to do a climb roll as well?
Yes, please.
Okay, that's a +4. 20 for climb. Stealth is 28.
That's a normal rule, so
Perception.
you don't have to worry about the climb, but the stealth, yeah. Perception,
24.
you can start to read some lips. He pretty much has.
Perception was to listen, but if I can see them, then yeah, I have lip reading. I can easily read their lips up to 10 feet in decent lighting.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, you can't really hear them, but you could read their lips a little bit from your vantage point.
What's the saying?
You can hear him mumbling something about, "This is your first job. This is your first job. I have a feeling your human will like it." He unfolds the paper, looks at it. You can't see the paper from your angle.
Damn.
He folds it back up and says, "Well, looks like your employee is a very interesting person, indeed. It looks like I have to check out early to go get my men. Yes, very much so. Well then, until we meet again, Mr. Fang. Yes, until so." And they get ready to leave.
I see. Does Fang stay?
No, oops, wrong. Clear.
Wrong icon.
Yeah. No, Fang and him both get up and leave at the same time.
Is the possibility is Fang like packing and leaving the inn room, or is he just walking?
He's packing and leaving.
Shit.
Like, he's putting his stuff together, patting on his backpack, and is going on out. Like, as much as I love your company, especially
I get down and I start moving around to the front of the inn.
Especially the fine women around here. Unfortunately, my employee here says I must be leaving soon.
Don't let the door hit you on the ass on the way out.
Aye, and who's this cute? And just before Fang finishes that sentence, Almost within a blink of an eye, Orchid sword is at his throat.
Wouldn't
Like,
Fang already
you
know
finished
who
that
Orchid is?
sentence.
Oh yeah, he doesn't. He never saw her face.
Like,
Yeah,
you
he
finished.
does.
No, he never saw her face. This is the first time he's seeing it. Like, you finish that sentence, I end your life. Oi! I recognize that sword. So this is what you look like. Like I said, you finish that sentence, your life is forfeit. I will kill, and then that paladin in here will have to arrest me. Oi, I have business elsewhere. We'll meet some other time.
On this guy's way out, Alara's actually going to detect evil on the guy that's been causing her
Fang?
trouble. Fang?
Before,
Meanwhile, I will attempt to follow them.
before Fang leaves, at least tell him.
Yep. Detect evil is actually pretty quick working.
Yeah,
Yeah, you could tell
It's an instant
he's
at will.
Yeah, you could tell he's up to definitely evil shit.
Well,
No, it's a detective alignment.
Yeah, I know. Okay. Is he of evil alignment?
He's neutral alignment.
Okay, I can't know that. It's either a yes or a no
Oh
question.
no.
Yeah, detect evil only tells you if they are chaotic evil, neutral evil, or lawful evil. It doesn't tell you anything else.
It's a yes or no question.
Oh, in that case,
I
no.
detect evil or I don't.
You don't detect evil from
Right.
him.
Before Fang leaves, I'm going to tell him, look, there's a part of you that's at about my chest height. I'm incredibly strong. You make a move on her, and I'll give two nice bits a good squeeze.
Oi, aren't you a cute little one?
I reach to his crotch
Oh,
to
that's a-
squeeze his balls as hard as I can. Strength check.
Oh boy.
At this point, actually, Travis steps between us like, as much as that will be entertaining, I do not wish you to harm my associate. We have a job to do.
Wouldn't have mattered. I probably would have given it a nice, decent squeezing.
Well, that's a 27 to stealth up behind them as they leave the inn.
Yeah.
Your casting alignment, Remy?
Yeah.
Alright, you could tell he's neutral.
Neutral what?
Okay.
Pure neutral.
Pure neutral?
Pure neutral. Whatever gives him... He's a mercenary. Whatever fills his pockets.
Okay.
Wouldn't that make them more chaotic neutral?
Good point. Chaotic neutral.
Just true neutral is a very
Okay.
rare alignment.
Yeah.
Yeah, chaotic neutral. Whatever fills his pockets, he doesn't give a fuck. Alright, so the two gentlemen leave
Yep.
out.
And I follow them with the 27 stealth. And then a 34 perception to make sure I don't lose them this time.
Oh god. Oh god. Okay. Wow.
Away!
You follow them to the
I got like
deepest-
fucking telescopic fucking binoculars on my face. With like thermal imaging and shit.
You follow them
Tracker
to
sense.
You follow them to the deepest, darkest, dankest alleys of Wolfstead. And you see, at the end of the alley, you see someone handing over a couple of vials of alchemist fire to Fang.
Someone? What kind of someone? So I see 3 people in the alleyway now.
Yes, you see Travis.
I
You
see Travis,
Fang,
Fang, and some third party.
and you see a third party in a hood.
I want to do a sense motive on this third person to see if I recognize his body language stance. I.e., is it Marvis? Because I've seen him enough times, I feel like I would recognize his overall body language when I saw him again. Where's my sense motive? 16. 21.
Well, you really can't tell who it is.
Does he at least look about the same type of height and build as Marvis?
No, this gentleman looks a little taller.
Okay. I just generally assume everybody in a fucking hood is Marvis because it's like every fucking time I see him, he's in a goddamn hooded robe.
Hey, I wear a hooded cloak.
He's like, the only thing you hear from this gentleman is like, this is to assist you with your job. Now, I assume you'll be back tonight with your crew? Yes, Of course, mate. I gotta go drop off this money after all. Like, then we wish you good hunting. Good hunting, Mr. Wolf. Hey, no one called me Mr. Wolf before. Almost kind of like it. But you call me Fang. That's the name I go by. Well, should I lead? Well, in that case, should I lead you down the gondola and fetch you a horse to make your way back to Westwood? Aye. And you see them making their way to the gondola.
And I will attempt to follow them unobtrusively, which will get harder once I get on the gun. So do you want me to do another stealth check?
Yeah, you're going to do another stealth check. Once you get near the gondola.
Okay. 29.
I don't know how you do it, but
Pat
somehow you like hop.
Somehow I am merely a face in the crowd that they can't tell has a giant beak and feathers.
Yeah.
Pat Raven.
Well, it's
They're
Mardi
the-
Gras.
they make their way to,
Raven.
they make their way to the bottom of the gondola, and you see Fang get on a horse and heading towards Westwood.
Okay. Is he? Are the two individuals still with him when he gets on a horse?
Oh, the first individual disappeared back into the alley.
Okay, and the second one?
The second one looks around for a minute and then starts walking off towards the wooded area, some mountain
Is
areas
this before
around.
Fang gets on a horse?
Right after, okay, after Fang gets on the horse, Travis looks around and then just goes around the side of the mountain.
So Fang gets on the horse, leaves, and then Travis leaves.
Yeah.
Shit. Hold on. Where is it? There it is. I get on a fucking horse and I follow him.
You.
I rolled a 29 on my personal will save. I get a horse and I follow Fang.
You complete.
You get on the horse and you follow Fang all the way to Westwood, and as you can tell, he's going right back to the inn, money in hand, like, "Oi, fucker! I hear you have my men doing indentured servitude there." Yeah, what's it to you?
Hold on. Before he gets to the inn, is at any point does he go down any alleyways or anywhere where there are no witnesses anywhere in the town?
Actually, to be fair, because Vikrin did send a warning, the guards did kind of give Fang a hard time going through the front gate, so he had to go through one of the side alleys to get into the actual kingdom.
I'm gonna stealth up behind him and I'm gonna fucking nail him across the back of the head with a sap.
What's the check on that?
It was 19 for stealth, and I'll get you the attack in just a second.
Yeah, let me look up. I think I have Fang's AC ready.
22 to hit.
Versus
And this is
flat
against-
foot. Oh god.
This is against flat-footed because I'm stealthing.
Yeah, that hits.
Assuming he isn't on there. Okay. The sap does
I think it's like D6.
1d6. That's 3 damage. Plus, let me check my sneak attack. I think I do 3d6 now. No,
2d6.
never mind. I do
Oh,
46.
46. Nice.
I do 46. Hush, Sam. Let me play. And 14 additional damage on top of that. And this is all non-lethal, as I just brain him across the back of his head. So that's 17 non-lethal damages. I just crack him across the skull.
What the fuck? Ow! What the?
I hit him again. I just start beating him until he's unconscious.
Okay, I'll give you this one. He's unconscious.
And I drag him into an abandoned warehouse somewhere.
Yeah, there's still. If you go to the church district, there's still plenty of abandoned tool sheds where they're closer to finishing some of the churches.
I tie him to a chair and I stuff a rag in his fucking mouth. And then I just wait. I am that Raven.
Are you gonna be like doing a Mr. White on him?
No.
Ruth,
But yes, I just wait.
what the fuck?
Oh, hello, Mr. Fang. You see, I have a few questions about these shady individuals. You've been having you've been having some interesting dealings with. I'm going to take the rag out of your mouth, and you're going to answer me some questions. If I don't like your answers, then bad things happen. Remember that dwarf I cursed to be poor? I have a lot stronger curses than that, so just be aware of that. You ready to answer some questions?
Alright, what is this all about?
I didn't take the rag out. A simple nod or a simple shake of your head.
He's still like massively confused, and actually, at this
I
point,
crack the sap against his knee and I go, answer the question, Fang.
no, actually, Pizak, you also might want to do a perception check.
Okie dokies.
I like the sound of this.
I don't like the sound of this either. But let's see.
It's not going to be that.
Hold on.
It's just telling who goes first in this case.
34. Perception.
34, you actually start to feel a sudden chill. You turn around and you see a couple skeleton champions emerge from behind you.
Yep.
I grab Fang, I throw him on my shoulder, and I fucking run away. Nope. I cast Obscuring Mist, and then I jump out the window.
God!
You will not be getting away this time, Mr. Hyrule. You hear the familiar voice of Mavis. As he
24 to disappear into the mist.
not quite good enough, because
Damn.
you actually hear two other familiar voices you haven't heard in a long time. Hey, I recognize that beak. Yeah, that's the asshole that murdered us in the inn.
Wait, what?
Oh,
Oh,
from the first
shit.
session?
The first two adventurers you killed.
Wait, we did. Oh yeah, they did die. Right.
Yeah, you killed them. Yes, they are. Would you two be dears and retrieve Mr. Fang? He is a very important client of mine.
I slit his throat. I take my claw and I just slice him across the throat, and then I go gaseous form and disappear.
You're gonna need to do a coup de grace for that.
I thought coup de grace was like instant.
Okay.
If it's
It's an instant crit, and because I don't have any, I don't have my staff with me, I gotta use my claws.
You can bite him.
That's unfortunately a D3. 1D3. No, I don't have a bite attack anymore. I got rid of it for another trait. That's 3, so that's 6 points of damage. Do I get sneak attack because he's technically helpless?
No, he knows what's going. He's mercenary enough to know what's going on.
Oh, I don't get sneak attack, so I only do 6 damage as I try to slit his throat.
And it's
Well,
not enough.
he's got-
That's-
Well, no, he has to roll fort save. Hold
yeah.
on. Let me double check this.
Let me make sure it's
Okay, yeah, the fortitude save is DC 10 plus damage dealt. A rogue also gets her extra sneak attack damage against a helpless opponent when during coup de grace. It is in the rules. Roll your 46, Shendu.
Wait, what?
That's his fort save, so you have to roll 4d6.
Well, no, he doesn't win. He would need to beat a 16 to survive. He's dead.
Oh. So yeah, you killed Fang. Congratulations.
And then I cast gaseous form and I disappear into the mist because now I'm impossible to see because I look the same as my obscuring mist I cast. And I'm also now substantial, and I can slip between cracks in the wall so I can pretty much phase through the wall as I disappear.
All right, so you phase through the wall.
And just as I do, I go, "Battle like this time, motherfucker!"
This boy apparently forgot what I am. Well, obviously you don't hear this part.
And then after I get to the end of the wall, I turn back into my normal form and I just start fucking sprinting.
Like, what the you actually see some of Fang's gang looking over strangely at the dwarf, strangely at the Tengu that just phased through the inn wall and then runs out the door.
I was next to the inn. I thought I was in a warehouse. Fuck it, doesn't matter.
No,
I just start sprinting down the street.
I assume you ran all the way. You ran away, slit his throat, then wound up in the inn district.
I'm going towards the guards district, actually. Wherever
the
there's
guards
actual
district.
like barracks of soldiers.
Okay, you see a couple of
Or
soldiers.
no, better yet, no. I'm running straight to the palace. That's where I'm going because I'm in Westwood.
All right, you make your way to the palace.
Do the guards let me inside, or did they stop me?
They know you enough to just let you pass.
And I immediately make a beeline to the princess.
Pazak, this is a surprise.
Guys, shut up! Don't. Arrest the entire.
Guards, get him some water.
I cast create water myself.
What happened?
The entire Red Wolf Company has been hired by the Asmodeans. I delayed him for maybe a few minutes. I slit Fang's throat. He's Marvis, necromancy, all that bullshit. I need you to get a message to the rest of the guys over in Wolf's Den. We need them here now. We got to deal with it now. I need the whole guards mobilized. The Asmodeans are hiring the Red Wolf Company. I don't know what they're planning, but they're planning something big. And I rode a horse. He just collapses in exhaustion.
He gets the guards to help you out, and you see her writing the letter on Vikrin's Hawk to send it back. What's everybody doing while the Hawk's in mid-flight?
Didn't Garkendall go back to the jail in Westwood? Daniel?
Yes, I've been there for a while.
Oh, so you would have seen the guy get bailed out.
Would Pazak be aware that he did this?
No, you left before I left.
Oh, damn.
How long would it have taken Pazak to get to Wolf's Westwood?
Assuming he's riding at full speed, about a day.
I was riding at whatever speed Fang was because I was trying to follow him.
Yeah, it should take him about a day because Fang was riding at full speed.
So you guys have a full day.
I perform.
And a half, probably, because I believe the whole incident that I just did with Fang was like half a day.
What?
So this is like, what, noon by now?
Yeah.
So you have a day and a half to do shit.
Perform. Fuck.
You still do really good.
Yeah, but the fuck.
It's an off day.
One.
You know what sucks? Is as I didn't guess his form, I realized just a half second after I did that Marvis could just
Marvis is a necromancer.
He's a necromancer. He can just revive his ass. I delayed him for like all of maybe 20 minutes.
Yeah, pretty much. That's why he pretty much heard the move. This child must have forgot what I do.
But I was more concerned about getting the fuck out of there than fighting Marvis and his two zombies.
Look, you still earned 3d10 silver today. Japan.
All right, so you got about a day and a half. What's
All right.
everybody doing?
So I head out with Orchid, just like I said I would.
I'll be doing some studying of various enchantments. Just broaden my knowledge at the magic shop. Still having a paladin glare at me all day.
All right.
Does Darcy respond to the very tense-looking paladin just standing in her shop, staring at Vikrin all day?
She's a lot more nervous than usual, and she probably would be a complete stuttering mess if Orchid wasn't right there standing next to her. Well, Orchid and Samuel, should I say, wasn't standing right by her.
She's not here for you. She's here for me.
Standing there.
She's not here for you. She's here for me.
I don't know. That looks like a very scary woman.
The world's full of them.
Yeah, but she's like really scary.
Oh. Yeah, she is. Don't worry, I've dealt with her kind before.
I guess after a while, a guard will
No, I
let
do
me
know
know what's
something.
going on while I'm in the jail.
Oh, it took me a little while to figure it out. I
And
do
I
know.
will come up.
Say again?
After a while, a guard will come talk to me. and let me know.
A guard does come talk to you.
So
Okay, yeah, a guard will eventually come to Carkindo's like, Mr. Macwell, sir, you might want to come to the palace. Your friend seems like he needs help immediately.
well, then I will step out of the jail, collect all my gear, leave the deck of cards and books that I bought on the previous session, and go find Pazak.
Yeah, he walks you right to the royal chamber where Prazak is recovering, and you literally just see Vikrin's heart flying off.
Pazak, what did you do?
I didn't do anything. Well, okay, I did a lot of things. I didn't like how shifty Fang was, so I followed his ass. Found out he was working for the Asmodeans. When I tried to capture and interrogate him, Marvis showed up with fucking skeletons. I tried to flee with Fang, didn't work, so I slit his throat and then fucking bamboozled out of there, only just then remembering that he could just revive his ass. So I accomplished absolutely nothing except showing that we now know that Fang is working for the Asmodeans.
You rode a horse?
I didn't say that. But yes.
Carkindle hugs him as he's proud of him.
Shut up, Sam.
It's a bad day, isn't it? It's going to be a bad week.
It's a very bad week, yes.
Like we've mobilized the guards. We're just waiting for the others to get back now. Right now, Fang's company is still in the end doing indentured servitude. We don't want to tip them off that their boss is dead yet, though.
Won't be for dead for long.
Well, you know what I mean.
Well, he's probably become
Also,
undead.
don't you have fucking clerics in this fucking town?
Well, yeah, plenty, including.
Yeah.
Why the fuck have you not made it harder for undead town yet, then?
Well, no offense, we're too busy rebuilding the actual churches.
Maybe you should be more concerned about keeping the zombies and the skeletons and the other undead out first. No point in having buildings if you can't keep the undead out. Maybe the devils. Maybe you should start painting some holy symbols on the fucking walls.
Actually, the holy symbols are still on the walls, so devils can't come in here.
I meant the walls of the town.
That's what she meant too. Remember,
that certainly didn't stop the undead, now did it?
The posters are still up, so no devil could come into Westwood.
Well, I guess that didn't really apply to the undead, did it? Maybe you should have caught all of them instead of just one specific type. Doesn't stop demons either.
Well, given the fact that we work with a demon, it would be nice to have some pass and let one in.
That's not how magic works!
So while this argument is going on...
This kingdom is stupid! All of you are stupid!
Oh, I do know something about Little Miss Paladin over there. That she probably doesn't want anyone to
is just
say.
fucking being driven nuts by this fucking kingdom.
He's gonna
I was on a horse!
Yeah, he's gonna be a raving madman by the end of this game.
Yep.
The horses!
Madman.
They are the devils! They must be purged
I've
from
been
the
tempted by the horse!
Yeah, Vikrin's still talking to Darcy, saying, well, I know something about Little Miss Paladin over there that she probably doesn't want anyone else to know. Paladin kind of gets a little tense, keeping a hand on the hilt of the sword, but not drawing it.
Yeah, at this point, Orchid also has her sword ready just in case. But what's that?
Little Miss Paladin, would you prefer I tell them, or do you want to tell them? She kind of does the whole. She uses the whole and turns her head. She's part drow herself.
Explain the eyes.
Like that kind of explains the eyes.
Yeah, I had to guess grandfather or great grandfather.
Third generation.
She's not exactly. And you almost see Orchid almost draw her wakizashi as Vikrin's bird flies into the shop.
What is it, a lie?
Very tired.
Tuki.
What's this? I'm gonna, take the little message out of her little pouch on her back.
First letter is like a complete gibberish and Tengu, and you're like, I can't fucking read this shit. And you look at the next one, it's like, oh, now this one's much more legible.
it's in common. Very nice handwriting. And basically, Vikram drops the note.
What is it?
I need to go. We need to move now.
Go where? What?
Huh?
Capital.
Can you grab
Go
my
grab-
staff?
Go grab Remy. I don't care if you have to drag her off the stage.
Okay. All right.
My staff should be done by now. I can't get it.
Orchid.
No stuff for
Back
you.
as quickly as possible.
No.
And I kiss her hand and immediately rush up to grab Remy.
Okay.
Miss Paladin. Do you know?
Want to go fuck up some
going
devils?
on? Do you know what's going on in this kingdom? No, other than a possible drow incursion. There's Osmodian cult trying to take over. I think there's bigger fish to fry than whatever you think I'm up to. So, you got two options. I leave you behind here. You have to keep chasing me around. Or, temporary truce. Vikram extends a hand.
Or she takes out the drow now and moves on with life.
That is one option.
You're a drow. You're obviously
Good luck with
lying.
Okay, line.
This is drow trickery.
Just as you try to leave the inn, however, gentlemen, is there anything I can help you with?
I grip my Urgush. I'm not drawing it. I'm just gripping it.
We have important
It's a
business in the
giant
kingdom.
two-handed weapon. You are already holding it.
My hand is just behind my back. That's it.
What do you want?
Laura, she's gonna detect evil on this guy.
Aren't you two still in the shop?
No, he ran back to the inn to grab everybody
Yeah.
else.
Yeah.
Oh,
And she's going to detect evil.
Yes or no? Does he pop?
He is as evil as fuck.
yes, because detect evil also lets you tell the actual power of the aura of evil.
Yeah.
This is power
okay.
level, Vegeta.
You know what I mean.
Over
Yeah.
9,000.
Okay, when it comes to in creature, unless he is a cleric or a paladin of an aligned deity, if he's between if his hit dice are 4 or lower, you get nothing. If it's between 5 and 10, it's faint. If it's between 11 and 25, it's moderate.
Well, yeah, because their aura equal to their level.
Well, this conversation is actually going to be very short because someone else is going to approach with his knife right to his back.
Yes,
Yeah.
Justy. I love you.
Yeah. Alora very quickly, in the blink of an eye, has a shield on her arm and a sword out pointed at this man in a battle stance.
The president told me about this man, so we looked at the hall of records.
He's been dead for 10 years.
More like 20 years. More like 20 years, actually.
Tell me Justy like fucking smited evil the shit out of this guy and just like exploded in holy light.
Pretty much.
Yes. I love paladins. They're great.
You gentlemen should get going. We'll try to catch up as soon as we can.
So
Okay.
Travis just
So
basically.
Miss Duskblade, truce. She just extends her shield down and goes, truce. And because I'm presuming this is probably the most powerful evil she's ever felt in her life.
Yeah.
So basically, this guy just went kablooey.
Yeah.
That's what happens when a paladin attacks something that's evil. They get
Yeah.
mad
Oh,
bonuses.
God.
They become a mist.
Yeah.
Hey, you're speaking about
Smite evil allows him to add his level in damage.
speaking about paladin
His
captain.
damage
So if you're talking levels, he's probably at least 15.
So he just added an extra 15 into his usual damage.
Not only that, paladins are even more power. There's even more that goes into that.
Probably con bonus, like charisma bonus as well, or something.
Let me double check what Smite Evil does.
Regardless, the point is
he's got
he's got to like
He's dead.
2
100
points of
to
damage per
anything.
level. He did an additional 30 damage.
He went kablooey.
Bypasses any DR.
Yeah, he said.
He exploded.
Yeah.
Travis is dead.
There are little pieces of Travis everywhere.
Oosh. My fur.
Like, you gentlemen want to get going, and you also might want to have your friend have that water spell ready, especially near any other flower and compass ends.
Will do.
Like me, myself and Juicy here will stand by here for the group we're expecting.
We get to the capital as fast
So
as
wait, was Travis technically undead?
No,
Yeah.
I thought Travis was the Fang.
Hold
no,
on.
Travis was the guy in higher fate. Yeah, he was undead.
Oh.
How the fuck did he enter the inn?
There's ways.
Yeah, there are ways for evil creatures to enter holy grounds. It's just they're rare and not easy to pull off.
You looked that shit up, didn't you, Ty?
Yeah,
You were like,
called
how do I get onto consecrated ground if I search?
Yeah, it's called GM Rule 0.
Because fuck you, that's why.
Pretty much.
Fuck you, you don't get to hide in your consecrated ground.
But yeah, I assume race back to the capital.
We're on
so-
our way.
Oh yeah.
Meanwhile,
Might as
what's
well-
happening in the capital? Because it takes them a day to get here.
Well, the capital's all quiet so far. You do see a couple of the Sarasara paladins walking around, but it's clear that and the people at Fang's gang hasn't been bailed out yet. Keywords yet.
The Salazar paladins that I see walking by, I'm gonna go up to them and be like, yo, you wanna go fuck with some devils?
At that point, I imagine you hear a bunch of dings in everyone's armor.
Pretty
Let's
much.
go! I'm gonna start recruiting the paladins around me.
Oh boy, let me start deleting the people who are obviously not in the scene.
It's a lot of them.
All right, and Laura is like commanding the army to keep an eye out for any suspicious people.
Am I able to convince all of the Salazar paladins to come hang out with me? Go hunt down some devils?
Unfortunately, they're only going to take orders from the captain. So until he,
Aww.
So,
Fine.
no dings in the armor then.
not
you
yet.
got a paladin to help you out.
I was trying to recruit like decent paladins, not shitty paladins. But in that case, while I'm waiting for them to finally get to the capital, I'm going to I don't know what I'm going to do. Daniel, any ideas?
Flirt with Minerva?
No thanks. I like my beak intact, thanks.
I'm just going to assume you guys stay on the DL until the others arrive.
I guess I don't really have much of a choice. There's not much I can do, and I'd rather not grow.
Oh, meat's been in front of a picture of Marvis? Give your hips a good practice for when you come across them next time.
Okay, you're just getting weird now.
so I assume everybody makes their way to the castle, and just in time to see Pazak waking back up again.
Azak! Azak!
Like, what? What the fuck are you talking about?
No, never mind.
Was I unconscious? Did someone knock me out? What happened?
I knocked you out.
Oh,
You're back. You're back you're in the throne room right now.
and I can re-prepare my spells. Okay. Sure.
So what's this about the Red Wolf Company being hired by the Asmodeans?
I mean, they were hired by the Asmodeans. It's pretty fucking self-explanatory. What more do you fucking want from me?
I assume at this point the rest arrive.
Life history.
Yep.
Yes. Yes, we come in.
I come in.
All right. Well, right now my thought is on the way to the Silver End to start arresting the other 20 members, but we can't hold a charge against them so far.
What? I'm not a good enough. My testimony isn't good enough.
That is a good point.
I say with a mocking tilt of my head.
What, is a word of a tango not worth anything around here?
What? One of a tango's not worth anything in this damn town?
You guys are just
Okay.
racist.
Racist.
Because we got black feathers, isn't it?
It's because we're black.
Oi! Why don't you get out here and show me your worth? You actually hear a familiar yelling.
Was that Captain Dickface?
No, that was Fang, actually.
Oh, what's the matter, Fang? You want me to kill you again, bitch? I fucking say outside.
And I'll make you stay dead this time.
It'd be good to have a
I'm
good
actually gonna
fight
go
again.
outside.
Laura's drawn her sword and got her shield. Vikram's got his bow out, arrow notched.
Oh gosh,
I
already.
came to make a complaint. My men are being arrested for no good reason over some Tengu nonsense. Would you mind explaining this, Your Majesty?
You were clearly being hired by Asmodeus and Cult. I know for a fact that you were involved with one of their lieutenants of their cult, Marvis of Garve.
Oh, yeah, what proof do you have?
Alara's gonna detect evil on him.
He's neutral.
Yeah, this time he'll be evil since he's resurrected.
Oh.
Like, now, as a fair visitor to your grand city, I request that you release my men at once.
That is not going to
Request you
happen.
Go fuck yourself.
That is not going to happen, Alara steps forward.
Nope.
You've chosen the path of evil.
Question: do we know that he actually was killed or not?
I told you that I definitely killed him.
Yeah, you probably read in the letter that you killed, that he's
I
killed.
slid his fucking throat with my claw.
You look good for a dead man.
Oi! Oi! Now, would you tell me how I got
throw holy
there?
water in his face.
Ah, mother! And you
Does it
actually
cause
do,
damage to him?
Yeah, it does. And you actually do notice one thing.
Hold
He
on.
can't-
It causes. Oop, no. /R. 7 radiant damage.
Ah!
He's evil! He's evil! Get him!
And you actually see him stepping back. You do notice one thing, Basak. That the castle itself is considered holy ground, so he actually can't step on fully onto grounds. That's why he's yelling from the outside. Like, why don't you get out here? I have some friends that I'd like you to meet.
I cast Concentrate on top of where he is.
Why don't you come inside here, you pansy?
What does Consecrate do to undead when it's cast on them?
Let me bring it up and I'll read you the full description.
Oh god.
I have had this spell specifically prepared every single day for the exact moment we would have to face Marvis or one of his special people. This spell I have had specifically for countering the necromancers. Let's see, it's an area 20-foot radius emanation. It lasts for 2 hours per level, so 14 hours. No saving throw, no spell resistance. This spell blesses an area with positive energy. The DC to resist positive channeled energy within this area gains a +3 sacred bonus. Every undead creature entering a consecrated area suffers minor disruption, suffering a -1 penalty on attack rolls, damage rolls, and saves. Undead cannot be created within or summoned into a consecrated area. If the consecrated area contains an altar, shrine, or other permanent fixture dedicated to your deity, pantheon, or aligned higher power, the modifier given above are doubled.
Damn.
And I centered it directly on top of Fang. So wherever Fang is standing in a 20-foot radius around him is consecrated ground. Undead cannot be created or summoned inside of that circle, and all of them take a -1 attack damage and save penalty.
Ah, what is this?
And the DC of my channeled energy ability or cleric's channel ability increased by +3.
Ah, what is this? What is this?
Shall we rush to him?
I guess we would enter initiative by this point, Ty.
Oh boy. No, he's actually going to run away this time.
I am going
I'm
to
gonna run.
use the hurricane. Hold on, I'm going to use the hurricane staff that Daniel just handed me, and I'm going to activate it.
Oh God.
Let me bring up what it does.
I should also
here
note
it
that
is.
you
Once
also
per day
see-
as a standard action, the wielder may spin the hurricane staff and create a gust of wind. DC 13 fortitude negates. Let me read out what gust of wind does. The spell
wait.
creates a severe blast of air approximately 50 miles per hour that originates from you, affecting all creatures in its path. All flying creatures in this area take a -4 penalty on fly skill checks. Tiny or smaller flying creatures must make a DC 25 fly check or be blown back 2d6 times 10 feet and take 2d6 points of damage. Small or smaller flying creatures, blah, blah, whatever. He's a medium size, right?
Yeah.
Medium or smaller creatures are unable to move forward against the force of the wind unless they succeed a DC 15 strength check. Any creature, regardless of size, takes a -4 penalty on range attacks and perception checks in the area of the gust of wind. And the force of the gust. Ah, damn, I was hoping it would knock him on his ass. Ah, damn, he had to be a small creature for that. Fuck.
I'm rushing.
Let me give him a strength roll real quick.
Yeah, he passes.
Well, it wouldn't matter. He's moving away from me.
Yeah, he's trying to move away, so
It's
It
irrelevant.
hurts
And the
not-
spell just kind of fizzles out and is completely useless. I thought it would knock him on his ass.
Hey Ty,
yeah.
as soon as he does that, I'm gonna cast and I'm gonna go earthbending style and create spikes out of the ground underneath his feet with spiked stones.
Yeah, we're fucking benders, bro. He's an earthbender.
This affects a 20-foot square. He takes 1d point of piercing damage for each 5-foot movement through the spikes, and he needs to make a reflex save, or he's going to injure his feet and legs.
Can I follow that up with a soundburst spell?
So just for clarification, he's trapped in a 20-foot circle that's designed against undead.
No,
and
he's not
now-
trapped in it. It's just causing him. It's just causing him penalties while he's inside of it. He can.
All right,
leave.
he's in a circle designed against undead with spikes surrounding him that could fuck up his legs. Assuming I don't get this reflex save right. Which I don't.
No, he now moves at half speed, and for every 5 feet he moves, he takes a d8 point of damage.
Let's fuck him up.
I cast soundburst at him. I need a DC. I need a fortitude save.
Will those spikes affect us or just him?
It'll affect us. But when we get down there, I'll fix the spikes.
Let me check my DC on that. See, that's second level. Ah, damn, he made the save. Fuck. I was hoping to stun him. He still takes a D8 of sonic damage. I'm gonna turn over and look at the other guys. It's like, feel free to help at any time, guys.
I said I was rushing to him.
All right, you rush to him.
Oh, something I forgot to do. What do I do for my cohort's hit dice? Do I just do NPC average roll?
NPC average.
Okay. Including first level? Yeah. Okay, no problem.
I was having a lovely time with Orchard, and you fucked it up!
Are you raging now?
Oh, when I get to him, he's gonna be raging.
So I might as well put you on the grasslands and see how well this plays out. Because he's still trying to run. Because obviously he's a mercenary. He's not going to fight in a disadvantageous position.
Just as Sam tries to go past me, I tap him on the shoulder and cast guidance on him. Get a +1 to your next D20 roll.
Sam, you're also 10 or travel 10 feet
Hell
faster.
yeah.
As he like runs between us, we both like slap him on the shoulder, and he just.
He goes flash on us. Zoom.
So here's Fang trying to run away from, I assume, death. Let me try to draw the death circle around him.
Alara's also rushing up.
So I assume this is that's the circle.
Yep.
It's a 20-foot radius all the way around him.
Yeah, it's much bigger than that.
Oh yeah.
Okay, let me adjust this. Yeah. All right, something like that then. Because I don't know how to delete anything on Roll20 yet, as you can tell.
Select it and delete it. It's actually here. I'll show you.
Does Consecrate boost a paladin's Smite Evil? Or is this your channeling?
Only channeling.
Okay.
Oh, okay, I figured that out. Draw shape. So 20 feet. So
Right there. That is Consecrate.
Mhm.
It's a 20-foot radius around where I centered the target.
and I'm going to assume he moved at least a couple of feet by now.
How many? Because he takes a D8 for
And
every
he can
5
only
feet.
move half speed.
So yeah. That's how far you managed to move before
So
you all
that's
get
2d8.
downstairs.
I
7
guess we
damage.
should be rolling initiative by now.
Yeah, might as well.
You'll have to manually add Alara to the initiative. I've not filled your sheet in yet.
God damn it, I was hoping to get a
And-
good roll.
27.
Shit. He does not have any decks. That's good.
Why is Vikrin in there twice?
Yes.
Because okay. One is Alara's roll. One is Vikram's roll.
Let me delete the second Victorine then.
Oh. Sorry, thought you were talking about my rolls for initiative.
Yes.
Yeah, it added you twice into the
So
initiative.
I
order.
added it twice by accident. Yeah. What's your Karkindle?
10.
10. So this guy's mission is obviously to get out the area and leave town for some
And remember, you
reason.
can only move half speed.
For a short period. I mean, after he gets out of the radius, it won't matter.
So Bazak, your turn.
Hmm.
Let me actually give him some health points. Guess all the damage he took, this should be enough.
Where exactly is the area of spikes, Daniel?
Same area as the consecrated ground.
Oh, so it's a 20-foot area?
Yes, sir.
Ooh, boy. Give me a few seconds. to plan out my thing here. Shit. That won't work. Fuck.
Hey Ty, what is he wearing?
Right now, just regular street clothes and a very basic dagger. He didn't get time to re-gear yet.
You said he's technically undead because he was revived by a necromancy spell, right?
Yeah.
That's an evil spell, right?
Yep.
Yep.
Well,
I
the one,
cast damnation.
the one
Oh.
who cast it is evil, so technically it'll be from
Hold
evil
on.
source.
Let me read what damnation does, because it works even if you're not the one casting the spell. You pass judgment on your enemy's intentions and punish them with holy power. Each creature in the spell's area takes 1d8 points of damage per spell level, determined by the most powerful effect with the evil descriptor either affecting that creature or in its spell repertoire. A caster who prepares spells takes this damage based on the highest level spell he prepared that day, even if it has already cast that spell. A spontaneous spellcaster takes damage based on the highest level evil spell he knows, even if she has no remaining spell slots available to cast. A creature with evil spell-like abilities takes this damage based on the highest evil spell-like ability they can use. A creature who doesn't cast spells but is the willing beneficiary of evil spells takes this damage based on the highest level evil spell currently affecting them, including spells that affect an area such as Desecrate. Creatures subject to harmful effects of an evil spell are unaffected unless it voluntarily accepts the spell's effect. So what's the current level of that spell that that's affecting him?
If it's a Necromancer's Resurrect, it's probably like a 5 or 6.
That is 5 or 6 d8. Do you want me to do 5 or want me to do 6?
5.
Doesn't he get a will saving throw?
Yes, he does.
Yep.
Right, let
That's
me-
only for half.
Let me give him some will.
Jesus.
What was his will?
31.
31?
Yeah.
Yeah, he critted.
2 crits in a row.
Well, he takes 11 damage. It's will
Ow.
save half. As I pass judgment on him. And
Aria does not like the undead.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm gonna move there.
All right. Fang still doesn't like the situation. He goes, I need help!
Help me!
And for now, that will be his go.
Remy, cast grease. Slow him down. Don't let him escape.
I am going to use I'm just going to use a normal arrow, and I'm going to shoot the dagger out of his hand because that's the thing I can do.
Is he even holding a dagger?
Barely. Like he's holding it since you met him, so he is holding it.
He just walks around holding daggers in his hand at all times.
Well, he did expect all of you guys to be up there, so he was going to.
Does that beat a CMD?
I'm pretty sure it does. I don't even have to check his sheet for that one.
Okay. I did not deadly aim it, so just normal damage right now. So he takes 13 damage. This is piercing, so he might actually have a DR to this. But immediately the dagger gets knocked out of his hand as there's now an arrow going through his wrist.
Ow!
Next person.
Okay,
Next.
I cast grease on his feet.
Woohoo!
Ooh.
I like how the map layer is like really wide, but
Yeah.
There.
It was just kind of funny to me.
Okay, so
Yeah.
Grease.
Reflex save. Or.
Grease is like what, 10 feet where it is?
Yep.
Just cast it behind him.
Where exactly are you casting it, Remy?
On him, so, or.
So centered on him then?
Yeah.
And what's the
Say
save for
10
that?
foot?
What's the save for that again?
Reflex.
Yeah.
You have a Grease that big?
Wait, hold on. Sorry. What's wrong?
No.
It was only like 5 foot.
He falls flat on his ass.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah, I'd say from this square to this square, it's a little 10-foot box.
Or,
Yeah, I'm aware. Hold on, give me a second.
Fuck. 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 Oops.
Hold on, I got it. There, 10 feet.
Okay.
No,
Yes, that's 10 feet.
it's a 10-foot square, not 10-foot radius.
That's what I asked, and you said 10-foot radius. Maybe you should answer the
I
fucking
said
question
10 foot
properly.
Where?
Damn, people not answering the fucking question properly. And bitching at me when I fucking do it the way it's fucking answered.
Or. Thank you.
That red circle is that the other red box isn't mine.
Oh.
Because I deleted mine. I don't know whose that is.
That's Vikrant's. Seawolf.
I don't have any.
I was
should.
talking about the bigger one, not the smaller one.
The smaller one's mine. Bigger one's someone else's.
Okay, whoever can't fucking draw with the shit, stop drawing.
I think that's Ty that's doing it.
No, I'm deleting the other stuff.
Okay, there we go.
Okay.
A 10-foot square. That's what it should be.
So yeah, he's flat on his ass. Kirkendall.
Please do something that lets me run up to him and not take damage.
You don't have a choice, dude.
I'm gonna move there, and I'm gonna cast Shape Stone, creating a 5-foot path to the guy, and then a 5-foot wall around him, because I can manipulate about 17 cubic feet of stone with this
You
spell.
just put him in a fucking half circle.
Yes.
So you literally just create a path and then just put a death circle around him.
Yeah, you pretty much just put a circle like right here.
Is this square safe to stand in?
No.
No, where the lines are is where it's safe to stand in.
Except for the curved one. That's a wall.
This
That's
is the
like
only safe
7 foot
location
high.
because the rest of this is all spiked ground. So only from here to here. Pretty much giving Sam a clear shot straight at him.
Alright, I'm in a rage.
Raw!
Rawr.
As a dwarven barbarian with that movement speed, you're hitting it like 4.
Yeah.
Go
Oh,
earthbending
come
style.
on!
Miss.
Attack!
God damn it,
2.
Sam. So worthless.
All of that you missed.
We literally handed you fucking enemy on a platter
death
and
blow.
you fucked up.
Let's attack.
Yeah.
The
Go
second
ahead, the
one,
second
no, no.
attack.
the second one actually
Wait,
hit.
no, he can't do more than one attack.
Oh.
Yes,
Yeah.
he can. Wait,
No, he can't. You can't move.
Never mind.
Yeah.
I forgot. Wasn't thinking about it. I was thinking of other things.
Let's see if the paladin could finish it all.
She
She
can't
can't get
because she can't get to him because she could charge. That's about it.
And then she'd take massive damage on the way
Yeah.
there.
She'll
Alright,
wait
so-
here until a path is clear.
So just
Wait,
before
no. Sorry. She does do something. She takes out a potion and smacks it onto her sword. It's now glowing a dim light.
Okay, now just before Bazak's turn, it seems like something is coming to assist our poor wayward bard. As soon as I find
Bard?
Something's helping.
That
Someone's helping
bard.
Remy?
a
Oh,
rogue.
hell yeah.
Sorry, a rogue.
I was about to
Yeah.
say, what the fuck?
Fine. I think this just slowed down your friends for a bit while you escape. And a specter comes from the side.
I cast Dispel Magic as a counter spell as a reaction.
Is there a
Bye-bye,
save for
Spectre.
that?
Hold on. Let me bring this up. This is actually something I discovered recently about Dispel Magic. As a reaction, I can cast it as a counter spell. All right, let me bring it up. When Dispel Magic is used in this way, the spell targets a spellcaster and is I have to target the spellcaster. He's not here, so
He's
never
not
mind.
here, no.
Never mind. I don't do that then.
So yeah, let me add the specter to the happy listener list to make him a proper me.
He's fucking right behind me. I'm so dead. I'm gonna die. Yeah.
No, he's not going to attack this round. This is the round he gets summoned in. So
Oh, is it my turn?
yeah, technically it's still your turn. Yeah, that just happened just in between.
Oh, okay.
So you do notice the specter like forming.
Of course. And what I'm going to do is something. I'm going to do cast Burst of Radiance right on top of him. I need a save from you.
What save is that?
Give me a second. I don't remember. I think it was Fortitude. No, wait. I think it was Reflex. Oh, let me bring it up. Gotta like fucking check every goddamn spell nowadays. Reflex.
Reflex coming up.
Motherfucker, you and your goddamn saves today, Ty. That's like the 10th time you've crit.
He is yet to save against me.
You fucking little bitch. You are he is dazzled for 1d4 rounds. /R1d4. You're
Jesus
dazzled
Christ.
for 4 rounds. Here, I'll actually get a little dice to keep track of that.
All right, so
Starting from, and I'll count it at the beginning of each one of my turns or at the end of my turn.
yeah,
Right now, starting for right this minute.
Yeah,
it's,
because after the end of your turn, everybody be put back in proper initiative order. So Fang can't do shit.
Anyway, just so you know, because
You can stand up.
last time I used this, Dazzle and Daze is not the same thing. What Dazzle does is he takes a -1 on attack rolls and sight-based perception checks.
All right. So Fang
So
can't
for the next 4 rounds, he takes a -1.
So Fang can't do shit yet because, well,
However,
the death ball.
Hold on. I'm assuming the Spectre is an evil creature.
Yeah, of course.
One moment. Evil creatures in the area of the burst take 1d4 points of damage per caster level, up to 5d4.
All right, give me a second to put up his HP.
He takes 12 radiant. And as an undead, I believe he should actually take extra. I think he takes double radiant damage,
No, that.
if I'm not
One second.
mistaken.
1 second, let me check something. Oh, yeah, that is. Save changes, and let me double check his thing real quick. What you say? I'm looking for?
Do what?
Say again.
Oh, I said he takes 12 holy radiant damage, and if I'm not mistaken, I believe as an undead he takes extra damage from that kind of attacks.
Yeah,
So essentially, I'm bursting him with holy light.
Yeah, he takes it. So try to remember.
Well, I mean, yeah, he has to take the damage whether he likes it or not. But what I was talking about is, I believe as a Spectre, he takes extra damage from it.
Yeah, just try to remember, figure out how much, because all she tells me is resurrection vulnerability, sunlight powerless. Doesn't actually give me a percentage.
Yeah,
of
then
how
don't
much.
worry about it. Just move on.
All right, so it takes. Let me double check how much damage.
12 damage.
12 damage. All right.
12 damage. Yep. because he's an evil little bitch.
And like I said, Fang can't do shit because he's trapped, so
He can
Vikrin.
fight back.
Oh, he can stand up or fight
Oh,
from prone.
Okay, he tries
If
to
he
stand.
stands
He
up, I
stands
get
up.
Attack of opportunity.
Just beat his ass down.
Oh, Jesus.
Where? Get your ass back down, boy.
Well, he can't do shit from prone, so he has to stand up to be back
Yeah.
in combat standing. So.
And he doesn't
Well,
have
he
a
is
weapon
standing
anymore.
now. He just took an attack.
How much? Oh.
Yeah.
It was a 30 to hit.
Yeah.
You may have...
That hits.
Kira, you may want to consider power attacking. You can't do it now because you already rolled it, but next time.
Yeah.
Well, with a plus 16, yeah.
Yeah.
So how much is he taking?
19 damage.
As you slam him at full speed, his undead body slams against the wall and collapses to the ground.
My character he just screams.
You do the ultimate war. You do the ultimate warrior pose.
I'm a warrior.
Mind you that when I gave him his HP, I had to consider all the damage you did to him beforehand. Plus the fact that he's freshly resurrected me, he might not be
Fully
back
fresh.
to full corporeal strength yet. Alright, so Vikrin, your turn, since there's still an enemy on the field.
Yep. Open fire! This is undead, so it does not count as evil outsider, unfortunately.
Nope, that's a different
Are
category
they
of
considered
subtypes.
aberration?
Nope,
No,
they're undead.
They're undead. I'm actually considering making undead another favorite enemy at some point.
It might be wise considering one of the lieutenants is an.
Yeah. Look, I rolled the dice. I probably should have gone undead, but whatever. Joe's evil outsider, a bit wider. Okay. I am going to be, because this guy hasn't formed yet. He doesn't get his full defense, so I'm fighting against Flatfoot. So I am going to be doing full attack, and I'm going to be deadly aiming. I assume this thing can take. Wait, no. Do undead automatically are immune to precision damage?
To
Say
what?
again?
Are undead immune to precision damage?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, it doesn't matter if I can't deadly aim anything because it's precision
Yeah,
damage.
precision damage, sneak attack, criticals, all undead are immune to that.
Unless you have some feat that says otherwise.
Which is rare. You have to be a very special class for that.
Both against flat-footed, both hit.
First one misses automatically.
Oh yeah, one. Yeah. So yeah, second one hits.
Only the second one.
And I believe because it's a specter, I believe it's insubstantial too, isn't it?
Incorporeal, but I still do half damage when using a magic weapon.
So that'll be 6. Round it up.
So I do 4 damage to it as an arrow flies through it.
Remy, it's your go.
Okay, I cast magic missile.
Holy shit, you have magic missile now?
Yeah.
It's fucking awesome.
Holy shit.
I love that stuff.
It never
It's
misses.
so
It
stupid
does-
amazing.
It does damage. It's amazing.
Okay. I thought this 4 missiles, or is it 4d4 or 1d4 plus 4?
Say again?
I think he's asking the damage for magic missile.
Yeah.
I don't know. Is it based on your caster level?
Okay,
I have to look
yes.
at the spell.
It is based on her caster level. She is a 7th level caster, so she gets 4 magic missiles.
So that's 4d4 then.
Okay.
44 plus 4.
Okay.
4d4 plus 4.
And this hit, if I remember, this hits no matter what, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
it's always.
Uh-huh. There's no way to avoid magic missile. Wouldn't the bonus be higher because of her charisma? Does she have like a 20 charisma? Or am I mistaken?
What?
Isn't the bonus damage based off of her charisma?
No, it is. It is it is static. 1d4
Okay.
plus 1.
Never mind.
Yeah.
Continue.
Yeah.
Okay, 1d4 plus 1.
Plus 4.
Plus 4.
44 plus 4.
4d4 plus 4.
Yes.
Like this.
Ow!
Nice. That's really fucking nice. Fucking Magic Missile gets stupid awesome later in levels.
Alright, Karkindle, it's your go.
I'm gonna when you come up next to me, take the staff from me. I'm gonna use holy magic. I'm gonna use my holy ice weapon.
And I will
You
take
can
the
hurt him.
staff, and that will end my turn.
Alright. Don't think that Samuel could do much, but
Well,
let's see
if
what he
I'm
does
willing
now.
to take damage, I could go to the Spectre in one turn and attack.
But
You
you're
already
already taking
move at half
damage on the
speed.
way.
No, you do
You
really
take
have to.
move at half speed.
Yeah, you can't.
Only if he fails the reflex.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Problem is,
Consecrate
no,
only
he-
affect. Oh yeah, the spikes.
Spikes.
The spikes, that's the problem.
Yeah.
The slight problem is for him to attack, he'd have to charge, and if there's any obstacle for a
Yeah, I
charge,
forgot about the spikes.
it automatically cancels the charge.
So I
he
assume
has
just
to
Go
walk
obstacle. You
around.
can go straight at it. See,
so you're going to walk straight at it or use this turn to get out the spikes.
but that's 55 feet, by the way.
And you can charge double your speed.
Yep.
But again, this is what it's considered difficult terrain, or
Yeah.
what?
I don't think you can charge through difficult terrain, can you?
Yeah, you cannot charge unless you have some way of getting around it. Like there's no. I don't think the barbarian gets any of those abilities.
I think I'm the only one with the ability to move through it without any issues.
If it was underground, I could move through it, but that's because I've got a special thing for my race. And if I'm dealing with undergrowth, basically any sort of natural stuff, I can ignore it as well.
Yeah.
All
I'm
right,
not
Sam, what
seeing-
you
I
doing?
don't have an ability to do that, so
Yeah,
basic. What I can do is, let's see, what's the distance? All right.
You can just double move and just take the damage, and you get right up in its
What exactly
face.
is it?
Or you can go away the long
Is
way.
it-
It's a reflex 16.
And would I have to make that for each square, or just make one reflex save for the entire thing?
1 for the entire, but you take a D8 for every square 5-foot step you take through it.
All right. What exactly is my reflex?
So whether he makes the save or not, he takes the damage.
Yes, he does.
Well,
That's 48
That's
damage.
unfortunate.
actually,
That's
I
a
have
lot of damage.
No, what was that power? It's like uncanny dodge. No, not.
No, it
Uncanny
doesn't.
dodge is
Never mind. I
irrelevant.
thought I had
Yeah.
a different feat. I was thinking reflex.
Just take the long
Just
route, bro.
take the
I'll
long
do it
route,
Either
man.
take the damage or go around.
Take the damage. All right.
Okay.
First,
All right,
let me do the reflex.
Yeah, first the reflex.
Yeah, to make sure you can even
Nope.
make it that far. And you don't, so you only move 20 feet. Sorry, you can move 40 feet if you double move.
So you still have to roll 4d6, so you're back
So
here.
1, 2, 3, 4.
There's your 48 damage.
Ow.
You mean 24 damage?
All right.
That's it.
5,
So you take 24 damage just trying to charge through.
Well, I burned through all the temporary HP I
You
have.
can get there. You could get there in 40
All right,
feet
I moved to here.
because it forces you to go at half speed.
All right,
Well-
Delara, Miss
God
Duxblade.
for that bonus HP you get from raging.
Well, as a swift action, she's going to
Sorry, Sam.
activate Smite Evil, because that's what paladins do. And she is
Does she
going
have to
to
be there?
charge. It's basically during the turn. I assume Smite Evil is basically you're charging your weapon, since it's always a weapon strike.
I've always thought Smite Evil was an attack that you have to actually physically be there to do.
Let
As
me
far as
go-
I know, it's a melee attack.
Yeah.
Okay, a paladin can choose one target within sight to smite.
Okay, then. How about it?
She's going to charge, which will increase it by 2, and because it's an evil creature, she gets an additional 2 from that. Yep.
Hey, Sam, that 24 should be a 20 because of your damage reduction.
17 versus
20,
Flatfoot.
versus Flatfoot. It hits.
Okay. Now this is where the crazy damage comes in.
Oh no.
She's only level 5 paladin. It's not going to be
Level
nearly that
2.
much.
Okay, good point. It's not like it's
4
used to
damage.
doing it.
But she complete. But
Wait, I
she's
thought you said she was
completely
level 5.
She's a 5th level character. She has 3 levels of fighter. She's a
Oh.
multi-classed character.
Oh, that's silly.
Just double checking. Okay, so 4 damage on top of that. But also this thing's taking full damage because she used Bless Weapon.
So 4 damage straight up.
Nope, not entirely.
Oh.
This is all considered holy damage. Or good aligned damage, and it completely ignores its insubstantial. She does 10 damage. As she swipes right through it.
Alright, he takes 10 damage. We get to the Spectre's turn, which means it's time to reorder the list.
Yep.
So technically,
Still first.
so Pizak gets one more turn before the Spectre does anything.
I use my standard action, and I begin casting, and I use holy, and I summon holy ice weapon, and I form a light mace into my hands. After which, I will then move to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that's all I can do for my turn.
Alright, Spectre's turn. Doesn't exactly like paladins, so going to attack her with incorporeal touch.
No, it'd really suck if your paladin died in this one combat.
No,
Look at
it's
this
only
cool
4
character I
damage.
just introduced, and then dies immediately.
Say again?
No, she'll get hit. Yeah, that would beat her AC in this situation, even with the +2. She lost 2 from that, but it's against touch. So she takes 4 damage and energy drain.
Yeah.
That is
Better roll
survivable.
than Sam.
Yeah.
Sam, remember the last time you fought this thing?
Yeah, I remember.
Where'd the initiative list go?
I
So yeah, Pizak's turn. Sorry.
That's it. I just went.
Oh yeah, Fang's dead, so Vikran's turn.
Opening fire.
Well, with the extra person in the front line, now both rogues can actually flank. So that's something.
So that's versus just regular AC.
All 3 hit.
Nice. Just double checking, making sure. Oh, nope, that's not the right one. Yeah, it's just regular, but remember, you have to have all these. Okay, so it takes 3, 4, 7. It takes 11 damage as 3 arrows fly through it and sail whiz past Pizak.
As the third arrow hits, the Spectre starts to dissipate and fades away into nothingness.
Oh, it's dead already? That's unfortunate.
oh.
Aw.
Oh. Oh.
Combat's too easy, Ty.
Motherfucker.
For those of you wondering, had I gotten an attack against this thing, I would have dealt the normal D6 of damage with a light mace. In addition, I would have done a +1 cold damage per caster level and an extra 1d4 of holy water damage because it's frozen holy water is the spell, plus my sneak attack. So I was about to really fuck this thing up.
The sneak attack damage is precision damage. Wouldn't have affected this thing, unfortunately.
Never mind.
You people find a way to get on my nerves.
My rage sense. I hear evil.
Come here.
Come.
And you actually see in You actually see in the distance, and no, you're not gonna fight. No, you're not gonna fight these guys.
But what if we want to? What if we want to be
Marvis
stupid and fight him?
and his two and your two old friends right here.
Those guys we fucked up in first session.
Yeah.
I remember you.
Yeah, I remember you too. You killed us before we could even draw our weapons.
I smashed your head in with a mace.
Yes, that took a while to repair. That was annoying.
I'm gonna drop my pants and meet
Look,
Spin
he's
Marvis.
prettier.
I'm gonna drop my pants and meet Spin Marvis while we're talking.
I'm gonna fire 3 arrows into this guy. Blunt arrows.
Can I just rush the guy?
It's a skeleton.
No, wait, you're not. I don't want to do that.
If I cast Dispel Magic, would the spell that's keeping them, undead disappear?
That last one should be reduced by 5, so it's an 18, 18, and a 20. I think they're aware, so I don't get flat-foot bonus.
Yeah, they're aware, and I think I did adjust their stats specifically. Let me double check.
It goes out saying I'm no longer in a rage.
You're not?
I know I raised all of them.
Basically, once the battle initially ended, I just got out of my rage.
Yeah,
Why?
none of them were hit.
Doesn't it last?
The two arrows would hit normal skeleton champions.
I could last up to 19 rounds. You know what? I still stay in my rage.
I was about to say, I was like, why would you dispel it by now? It was all of like half a second between this last combat and
So
now.
basically, I still got like 17 rounds of rage left.
Question.
Answer.
If I were to cast Dispel Magic, would I be able to remove the magic keeping them undead and make them be just regular corpses?
It's possible. The thing is, he's not going to let you do it because he was just sitting there like, you people are so annoying. We have to retrieve that man's corpse some other time. We have other plans for it. Gentlemen, we should retreat for now. This isn't our battle.
Oi, ugly! Remember the time I smashed your head in? Good times!
Yeah, I remember
Was
that.
he like there in illusionary form, or did he like teleport?
That actually was the real him. He teleported out.
Oh, I want to
Are they
counterspell.
still here?
These two are going back into the earth to disappear.
Get back here! Get back here! And I attempt to grab one.
And
Hold on. I want to roll my counterspell.
On
Let's
who?
see.
There's 3 of them just left.
It would have been the guy next to
teleport.
me.
I want to use counterspell on his teleport spell. Let me read how this works again. Just make a spell check to counter the spell, catch the spell. Okay. Spell check a D20 plus my casting spell. DC plus spell. What is Marvis's caster level?
Probably about 15. Actually, no, you'd be a little weaker than his brother, so probably about 14, maybe 13. 13.
Okay, let's go with 13. That would make it a 20. Okay. There's a chance I can do this. Hold on. If I can roll a 24, I can counter his spell.
Come on. Good roll, good roll.
Come on,
1d plus 7.
you can do it.
Let me just make sure.
Also, what kind of roll should I go for with trying to grab that one guy at the bottom before he goes in the ground? I feel like just...
Okay, the way this works is I roll a d20 plus my caster level, and I compare it against the DC of his caster level of the spell he's casting, which is an 11 plus his caster level. So if I can beat a 24, since his caster level is 13 plus 11, that's 24, I can counter his spell.
Oh, yeah!
Yeah!
I stopped it. I fucking nailed him. 27 to counterspell. He can't teleport. teleport spell fails.
I had to pull up an NPC guy real quick to look at comparable stats because this guy's not combat ready completely.
I know. I'm sorry, Ty, but this is what Pizak would have done when he tries to run.
I know.
I'm pretty sure we shouldn't be fighting this motherfucker anyway. He's like what, level 14?
Yeah, he's level 14.
I'm scared he'd hurt.
I was actually hoping I would fail.
And you had to roll a 20.
What is it you wish? Do you want to see my terrifying power right now, or should you run away and be done with it?
Unfortunately, Pizak wouldn't run away because he's evil.
Hey, is that a cannon over there? Fire!
Okay, I'm gonna give you an out. As he poofs back in, you hear the march of several jackboots making their way towards the area.
What kind of jackboots?
Silver, shiny, and very, very bright.
They're paladins. Lots of them.
So let me guess, he teleports again. He goes, deuces out.
He's gonna say, "You're lucky." Until another time.
Question: what's the roll for a bull rush?
I turn his
it's a scene.
clothes pink.
You turn his robes. Man, Remy is like the most annoying bitch ever with that fucking spell.
God.
Alright, so...
No, I can't wear pink. It ruins my goth necromancer vibes.
Okay, okay, I guess I'll try and bull rush Marvis just to keep him from teleporting, if only just for a few more seconds.
Alright.
I hope you fail. I really do, because I really want Marvis to leave. I don't know why we keep him here. What are we doing? We're so stupid.
Does 30 hit?
God damn it.
Yeah, you grapple him.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah, comparatively that hits.
No.
I thought he said bull rush.
Bull rush only knocks him 5 feet. It does not.
Yeah, bull rush pushes him away from you.
And then he just teleports.
Yeah.
So he falls back 5 feet, huh?
Right before he teleports, admonishing Ray to his face. For 30 non-lethal damage.
Ow.
Jesus.
Level
I forgot
7.
that big damage die went up.
Level 7, 8d6.
Hey, if everyone else is going to pile on him, I might as well fire.
We're going to make him hurt before he leaves, just because.
Okay, if he's considered human...
He is technically a human.
Deadly
as far as we know.
Shit. Do any of those hit his AC?
AC second one hits.
Second and third?
Yeah.
Okay. This is going to hurt him a lot more than it's going to hurt me. Because I deadly aimed and human.
Oh, actually, what exactly is that, curious?
34 points of damage as 2 arrows land square in his chest.
Now, here's something I'm going to say. Remember when Shindu said that I should double the HP of every
we would have
most
just killed
character?
him otherwise.
That would have been the death blow if I didn't.
We would have done it! Yay!
I cost
Wow.
magic missile.
Maybe you should multiply their health by 10.
But he's a squishy mage.
Yeah.
Missile.
Also, here's another thing, Ty. To make a combat more challenging, numbers also works.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah,
if we all pile on the same target, we're unleashing a fuck ton of damage on him.
Here's the thing: you're not meant to fight him one on 5. He was going to have assistance with him.
Magic missile.
It's because
He
of my
was
counter
not
spell,
He
isn't
takes
it?
another 17 force damage from...
He was not designed for a singular combat.
Oh, please
Not
tell
even
us
true.
that somehow we just killed him.
No, he's
No,
still very
because
much
that would
alive.
ruin the campaign.
With
So,
holding off a
You
negative
just fuck him up
10%.
and he goes, ha ha ha, you suck, and then he leaves.
Yeah, eventually he's just gonna say. Actually, let me just pull out a spell just to say "fuck you" back real quick.
Oh no. Yeah, to be fair, we have been taking pot shots at him this whole time.
Yeah, 30
Yeah.
damage to his face.
All right, Chain Lightning, Cold, DC 24, right to Samuel.
Make our wolf save,
Ow.
or
Probably
Wouldn't
reflex.
lightning be a reflex?
I believe so.
do we have any other bonuses?
Fail.
What
Yeah.
was the DC,
Yeah.
Ty?
24.
He beat it.
Yeah, he just beat it.
You had a 1 in fucking 24 chance to get this, and you still made it.
A 1 in 20.
Wow.
No one expects the crit. He's just gonna look at Samuel and goes, "Well, it seems I must upgrade my spells a little."
We should all meet
Until
him
next
now,
time.
as a group.
I don't have a.
This time he
You
leaves.
don't count either.
Like he leaves.
And I don't have an urge to spell magic, so I can't keep him here any longer.
If you did, we would just pepper on him again and kill him.
No, because if you did that,
If you did that next
time, I was going to summon the whole boss fight. like his next turn would have been he summons a bunch of undead.
I rolled a goddamn nat 20.
that was just okay. Let's see how much fun you can have before he either leaves or gets pissed off.
Yeah.
See, this is why you should stat all NPCs from now on, Ty, just in case we do something stupid.
Yeah,
This is all your fault, though.
Well, because Alara has been energy drained, she kind of falls to her knee, leaning on her sword.
I know, this is all my fault. I wasn't expecting to actually make it. I was expecting his
She,
caster roll to be way higher.
She grabs Vikran's shirt, pulls him down really quick, and tells him, "Pour this on the corpse. It'll buy you some time." And then she shuts Vikran off and she kind of sits there resting.
I pass her.
Alright, I'm going over to the corpse, and I'm going to summon a magma elemental on it to hug it until it goes away.
He's just going to destroy the body.
I am. It's called magma elemental. Love.
Quick question for everyone.
Meanwhile, I'm going to go over to the paladin and cast Cure Light Wounds.
Okay. Quick question.
Yep, that will probably get her up a little bit better. She only lost 5 points of damage.
10.
Yeah, but the problem is she's technically at a -1 level right now, so we got to deal with that.
I don't have that spell, so you get Cure Light Wounds.
Yep, that works. I know. I will deal with her. Take her to someone
I
with
have
vision.
cure serious wounds.
No. That doesn't work here. It's a
You need
I
a
have
restoration spell.
Yeah, I need to take her to a cleric.
Okay,
a
A
cleric.
restoration
that says I
spell?
have it.
A cleric, you say? As
Hold on, you said restoration?
Yeah, it would.
That's
need
me.
That'd be a
I've got
restoration
one.
spell, and I
Yes.
believe it's only 100 GP in supplies. I'll pull it from my own character sheet, so don't worry about it.
Alright, 1 restoration coming up. Give me a moment.
When 100 gold is nothing.
Spell functions like lesser restoration, except it also dispels temporary negative levels or 1 per. The spell is used to spell permanent negative level. It has a material component of diamond dust worth 1,000 gold. The spell
Yes.
cannot be used to spell more than 1 permanent negative level possessed by a target in 1 week period.
Okay, so it's 1,000,
Restoration.
not 100.
Restoration cures all temporary ability damage. It's only if it's a permanent level drain. Temporary is 100.
Ty, is this a temporary drain or a permanent drain?
if you're going by the last time he dealt with a specter, temporary.
Okay, so it's 100
Restoration
gold.
cures all temporary ability damage, and it restores all points permanently drained from a single ability score. Your choice if more than one is drained. It also eliminates any fatigue or exhaustion suffered by the target.
Alright, so 1 restoration. Activate.
I'll toss you the gold to replace your diamond dust.
Woohoo!
I'm going to cast Cure Critical Wounds on Sam.
You don't need to do that. Plus, I never did get answer my question. I basically asked.
How much health do you have?
I'm only down 6 health. Yeah,
Oh.
basically.
Yeah, one
Really?
night
I thought you
sleep,
took way
you'll
more
cure
I
it.
damage.
burned through my temporary HP that I get from raging.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's not how
yeah,
that
that's
works.
what I was asking. Like, how does that work?
No, it's not temporary
It's
HP.
basically HP that was added to my total health.
It's not temporary.
Yeah.
It does not go away first.
Yeah.
Your maximum health increased. It did
Yeah.
not give you temporary HP.
Oh,
Whatever damage you had while raging, you still carried over into this one, but now your health is lower.
okay, so that's 20 HP than I took then.
Then I'm going to cast Cure Critical Wounds on you.
Okay, like I said, I was unsure of how that worked.
Heal 30 points of
Well,
damage.
I'm back at full then.
Oh.
And I'm flexing at Terry Crews right there.
Anyone else need healing? I have plenty of extra spells left over.
I'm at full. Alara's at full. My
I'm at
wife is
full.
tired, but she's kind of hanging out in the throne room right now. No
Okay,
damage.
dokies.
I never get hurt.
Sorry.
Yeah, fucking Remy never gets attacked.
Yeah.
I never got touched either.
But that's just still 2 of my arrows.
That bitch stole 2 of my arrows, really? That's what you're talking about?
Yeah, that's what I'm pissed about. He stole 2 of my arrows.
Sorry, it took us a minute. We know
Holy
the
water.
on who?
Juicy.
On the new
Terry
guy.
Crews.
Oh, did you holy water the paladin?
Juicy actually laughs in reverence, like
Actually, no, I haven't. What's the paladin's name again?
Juicy.
No, the other one. Vikran's
Oh.
thing.
Alara.
Oh,
Alara? I throw
Yeah.
holy water in her face while she's on the ground.
What
just
was
to be
that
sure.
for?
Just gotta make sure.
Of what?
I gotta make sure that you're not evil, okay? I mean, it's
She
what
just
I
holds-
do.
She just holds up her arm and a holy symbol.
Oh yeah, like that
Oh,
means
yeah.
shit. It could
Grumble,
easily
grumble,
be
grumble.
faked. It doesn't mean just because it's a symbol doesn't mean it has any power in it.
You just saw me use Smite Evil.
I don't know that. I didn't see anything. Yeah, anyway, what's up, Juicy?
we heard a commotion. We heard a commotion over here. Tried to get men together, but it seems you guys handled it
Yeah.
already.
Yeah, Marva showed up. I meat spin him. We threw a bunch of shit at him. He said, "Go fuck." And then he left. We fucked up Fang over there. Or at least, well, Fang used to be over there until that magma elemental finished eating.
Is
him.
the magma element just sitting there?
It's gonna grappling and earth glide like 20 feet into the earth and literally roast him in magma lava. Hug
Yeah, that
fest.
way we don't have to smell it.
So, good
Burnt
luck at
flesh is so disgusting. Trust me, guys. It's
Have
not
fun with
pleasant
that.
with that smell.
Yeah, but out of character, to get his body back is going to take a wish spell.
I don't think he'd waste his time with that.
Oh, definitely not. Wish spells are so way too expensive to be wasted on that bullshit.
But you do hear a voice off in the distance, and off to the distance. I mean, way to the distance. I mean, outside the castle, the tower wall distance. You see Captain Argar. Well, the Hell Knight
Bitch
Argarve.
face! How are you?
I start meat spinning him from a distance.
and the Red Wolf Company. He looks at you like, see what they did to your boss. Now, if you guys want to, now you guys could walk with us, and we can actually get revenge on your beloved leader.
If you go with him, we're gonna kill you all. We fucked up your boss.
How close are they? Just distance-wise?
If you're calling from the cap, you have to go all the way down the street.
Still like
How many
couple hundred
feet?
At least a couple hundred, yeah.
That's within longbow range, you realize.
Yeah. Well within. Let us go.
I mean, you're barely outside of his first increment.
Yeah. So okay, so I see a bunch of dudes, mostly humans. Bow up, and I'm gonna do the one
Wait.
man block.
Guidance.
Oh,
Guidance.
thank you for first shot.
So,
Are you gonna start tap dancing over there, Jim Pan?
Yeah, you haven't done a song in a while.
well, the
Okay.
Song of
fire
courage.
courage. Yeah,
That's courage.
+2.
+2 to damage and attacks.
Yeah, I'm just gonna start targeting these guys and basically gonna go like,
So
yeah,
you have a
really-
+3 to attack and a +2 to damage now.
Yeah. Well, I only have +3 to attack for one attack, correct?
For mine, guidance only affects you for 1d20 roll.
Okay, so in
you get a
that
+3 on
case-
your first attack and a +2 to the rest because of Song of Courage. or
and I'm
Inspired
targeting the
Courage or whatever.
humans because, well, I get nice big bonuses against humans. I'm deadly aiming this, and they're outside of 1 range increment, so -2.
Yeah.
Doing the math.
They'll-
So
they'll-
you just do a regular attack.
Yeah, I just do my regular attack, so I get +2. Oh, actually, this one's +1. So there we go. 1, 2 for different. And these are all different targets. Do I hit them?
Pretty sure
Oh
you did.
god, they're
Oh,
normal
19.
humans, so yeah, you're gonna hit at least 2 of them. The 19 is the one that misses.
He's wearing armor.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're fucking mercs, man. You didn't expect them to wear fucking armor? You fucking stupid?
Okay. This is the first guy. That's the second guy.
Ow! They obviously take damage. And you see Garvey continuing his speech. See what they do to proud, innocent mercenaries.
You.
Second verse,
attack-
same
You
as the-
working with the
se-
devil worshiper!
Second verse, same with the first, I guess.
Hey, Ty, what kind of armor is he wearing?
Garvey's wearing his full Hell Knight armor, so
Then you're gonna love this. Summon Lightning Elemental. It has a speed of 100 foot, and it charges and attacks.
Why do we keep attacking something we shouldn't be
What?
fighting? What is wrong with us?
You're not meant to fight.
What is wrong with us?
This is thank God.
And roll.
He's wearing metal armor. It does not protect him against lightning. The magic
No,
does.
Lightning does extra damage against anyone.
Gives me
lightning
better
related.
bonuses.
Ty, I will let you know right now. I don't have any crew from this distance, just so you know. So I'm out of this
It's
situation.
250 feet. I didn't expect you guys to attack.
Whoa,
I
it's
have a
250?
You said a couple of hundred. Yeah, 250.
Yeah, it's within my longbow range.
Yeah, a longbow has a 100-foot range increment, and you can go up to 10 increments. So he can hit anything
In 1,000 feet.
within 1,000 feet, but each increment requires an additional -2 penalty.
So
Right now
basically,
he's clocking at only a -2,
yeah, yeah.
which is immediately nullified by Remy
Yeah.
because of Inspired Courage.
But
So he can
also-
attack with
yeah.
his regular bonus.
Yeah, and I'm deadly aiming it, but I'm nullifying that because, favorite enemy. Humans.
So yeah, I mean, you got to keep in mind, Ty, about distances when it comes to what they can actually utilize as a weapon.
And,
Longbows have 100-foot increments.
actually 110 foot, but not much big of a difference in this case. Composite gets a bit better range.
That's right. I forgot. I thought you had a longbow, not a composite.
Nope, I got a composite, does more damage.
So, I'm gonna move 40 foot closer, summon my elemental at maximum range, which is 45 feet away from me, and it's gonna charge the 200 range for the attack. 21 to hit.
No.
No.
Well, now he's got a lightning elemental stat hovering over him.
It's like an electric shoe. If he attacks it, it blows up. Everyone will get shocked.
Not quite.
Mavis, deal with this. And you see Mavis like
Marvis?
Marvis, deal with this. And you see Marvis teleporting in. Like,
Open fire, Marvis.
at this point, just as the arrows start flying, you see the two old friends pop up with shields ready.
It's like, we're ready for your bullshit this time.
Okay, a 29's gotta hit. Even with them covering him.
Yeah, a 29. A 29.
Well, actually, it's a percentile of whether you can hit, considering he has
I ignore cover. I ignore cover completely. He has to have total cover for me not to be able to hit him.
And giant shield won't count as total cover. So yeah,
Nope.
that would.
Not in this situation now.
Nope.
Does 27 hit?
With
I
what?
bought a combat longbow.
Yeah.
Win!
Oh shit, never mind. I just realized I deleted that from my sheet.
He takes 21 more damage as an arrow
Never
flies into
mind.
his chest.
I just realized I checked my sheet. I actually did delete that. Never mind.
Okay.
I like how both Ty and I asked the exact same questions almost in unison. With what and when?
Yeah, I did originally buy one, but then I canceled that, so never mind.
Because you're an idiot.
So yeah, he gets another 21 to the chest.
So he takes 21 damage. He flies back, and the Hell Knight is like, you know what? You've seen enough. Now let's go speak to your brothers, and you see them marching
He's like,
off.
you know what? I think we're done here. Let's get out of here before he shoots us again.
So
wait, they're marching? I'm still firing.
Tell me they just teleport and get out of here so we can end this, please. End the madness time.
Marvis lifts up his hands. A giant teleport circle goes beneath them, and they all disappear.
End the madness.
Oh, my 3 arrows!
End the madness.
The madness ends, and you guys pretty much have a safe idea where they're probably teleporting to.
The desert?
Well, dude, they are going to have to go to Stars. They are going to have to go to the Red Wolf headquarters to get the other 80 people.
Does that mean we need to go to the headquarters and rob them too?
Well, you're going to have to find it first.
Well, first off, I need to go to Wolf's Den and get my staff back, and then
Paladin
I
Juicy.
will.
Do you have any idea where the Red Wolf Company is based at?
Unfortunately, not. Those boys have their base pretty hidden, even from my men.
Where's that cartographer? I'd like to have a chat with him.
Well, last time I talked to him, he was on his way to the deserts.
Wouldn't he be on his way back by now?
I don't know.
Considering it's probably been like a week.
Anyway, I have some errands I need to run, and then I'll be heading towards the desert. Trust me, I'll be able to find them. If they're there, I'll find them.
I guess we'll
I
be
hear a
joining you.
hissing sound. And I look.
You guys know someone who used to be part of that company.
Yes, Orchid.
Oh yeah, Wolf's Den. Looks like we're all going to Wolf's Den
right?
for a quick vacation.
I was going to go up there and talk to her. I just want to get my staff first. I have priorities, man.
Yeah.
I'll be right back. I'm going to get something to drink real quick.
Yep.
I'll be
I'm
right
gonna
back
take
too.
my staff back.
You already are holding it.
Yeah.
Don't you remember when I handed it to you in the battle?
Yes, but I forget that I'm holding it because half the time I'm not using it.
That was a good fight.
I'll be right back.
I don't care. I did 30 points of damage in one attack. I'm very happy.
I turned a necromancer into a pincushion.
Oh, if only we didn't convince Ty to increase HP, we would have basically already took out a lieutenant.
Which would ruin the campaign because that's supposed to be an end goal, not a.
He's a mini boss before the final battle. Okay, we got a couple of options here, guys. Do you want me to try and get us upgraded with armor before we go on this little trip? Because technically, if I upgrade the armor, there is a very nice little boost that you get because it's treated as hot weather clothing. The armor has that enchantment on it.
I would like my armor.
I may as well
if
get
we
that.
get the time.
How much
Yeah.
is that's like a flat cost, I think it was?
Okay, here's the thing. Do you want the full kit and caboodle? Because I could actually do the enchanting en route.
Sure.
Because I can, during transit and venturing, I can do about half as much work during the day. So I can do the, so it takes me twice as long. But I can also double the amount. I can also double speed the work, so I can get the work done about 3 days for each set of armor while we're in transit.
Right.
I'm back. Did I miss anything?
We're figuring out how to do the armor stuff because the armor actually would be very useful in the desert because it protects us.
Yeah.
From
me
the heat.
as well.
So if we can quickly get back to Wolf's Den, I can use my stuff, build the rest of the armors for you guys.
Well, it will probably take a few weeks to travel. Sorry, not a few. It will probably take a few days to charter a ship, so you have a couple days to make some.
Yep.
I give him my armor and give him.
What? No, don't you want the full plate?
Yeah, I'd eventually want full plate, but that's like 9,000 gold just for the mithrailing it.
No, it's a third the cost.
Alright, so that'd be 3,000 plus the price. Okay.
3,500.
Alright, so that's 3,500.
And there's no chance I can fail. It just takes me longer to build it.
Okay. I'll go with that then.
How much would...
We don't have a lot of time. Are we a little pressed for time at the moment?
look, we'll ask Ty how much time we've got. I can try and rush it and get a couple more armors out, and then I can do the enchanting on the boat.
Oh, so you can enchant it on the boat.
Yeah, it's
It
just
takes like a week to get there.
Yeah, and the thing is, I can do about 2 armors on the boat, because the thing is, I can't fail that check. I did the math. I can't fail it.
So you just need to physically make the armor then.
Yeah, the
Before we
armor is the hard part.
Which takes what, a couple days?
Under ideal circumstances and getting enough, basically 2 days per set of armor if I rush it.
It's going to take us several days to charter a ship anyway, so
Yeah.
it's because I mean we'd have to get all the way to Wolf's Den for me to get my staff because that's where I'm going. Then we also have to talk to Organ. Then we have to send a message to the princess, and then the princess needs to send a message to Stothmore to have a ship chartered for our use to go to the desert. That's going to take minimum a few days, if not a week, before we can actually physically get on a ship and sail to the desert.
If you can get me a week, assuming I do decent enough rolls, I could probably pull it off and get us all properly equipped with armor. The enchanting can be done en route.
Yeah. So you have more than enough time.
So I'm back.
Ty, did you catch all that?
Huh?
Ty, did you catch all that?
Okay, how much time?
I caught half of it.
Okay, how much
This
time?
is what's going on. We're going to go to Wolf's Den.
That you're going to Wolf's Den, and then you're going
Talk to Orchid. I'm going to get my staff. Vikran's going to start working on armor. Meanwhile, we're going to send a message to the princess, and she's going to have to send a message to Stothmore to start charting a ship for us to go to the desert. This is probably going to take a few days, which will be more than enough time for Vikran to make our armor. Then while on the ship, sailing to the desert, which takes about a week, he's going to enchant en route there. The armor.
Yeah, I actually got all that. I was about to recite.
I'm also gonna go to Wolf's Den if only like to at least see Orchid off. No sense in me just like leaving her and not saying goodbye.
You're going to visit her anyway.
We're all going there.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
My God, Kiri, keep up.
Yeah. Also, I'm going to need you guys there to fit the armor. Also, Remy, do you want me to make you that super lightweight armor? Because I can do it.
She may not be back. She's walked out for a bit.
All right.
Okay.
You mean Jim Pan may not be here at the moment?
I mean, what was the armor again?
Okay, the type of armor that I was recommending for you, it weighs about 1 pound. It has no armor check penalty. It is super lightweight. It'd be easy for me to produce it, and I could enchant it the same like what everyone else is getting. It would give you some additional AC protection. It doesn't affect your spells in any way, shape, or form.
I know this tiger is still over here.
Yeah.
For whatever reason.
What is the cost?
Okay, let me double check what that specific armor costs.
Then here's the beardless dwarf abomination. I guess that's the cartographer. Whatever the fuck his name was.
Pretty much. Where is it?
Isaac Tanner. Here's Ferris over there. There's a ditto! And a shiny ditto.
Okay. The armor that I would recommend would the silken ceremonial armor. We could probably make it look a bit more like bard dancing apparel, but the haramaki is just lighter weight and cheaper. The difference is if you want the silk ceremonial, it weighs 4 pounds and will cost you, because I've got to masterwork it, that will cost you 60 gold if I'm using normal materials. And the haramaki, it'll cost you 51 gold.
Mm-hmm.
So, do you want the silken ceremonial armor or do you want the haramaki?
You can choose. What's
Jim Pan, you're the one choosing. You're the one wearing the armor. Which one do you want?
I don't fucking know.
For roleplay
We'll
purposes,
give you a couple of days to decide.
Yeah, we'll just actually choose which armor it is for later. Because it takes you the same amount of time.
Well, actually, this armor took me less time because I'm making out of special material. I'm making out of just good quality steel.
All right, and for like the mithril full plate with the comfort.
The fanciest one.
It'll take me the same amount of time as if I was doing a breastplate. Weirdly enough, with the rules.
Yeah, I was asking like.
So like 2 days.
Under ideal
Yeah, I was
circumstances.
asking a price. That'd be like 8,500, I think.
No. Going back to special materials.
I mean, grand total.
Yeah, grand total for me to build it for you. Where are you, mithril? It is 500 for the armor itself. For the material, which also treats it as masterwork. It's okay. So it'll be 3,500 GP in materials just to make the mithril armor.
All right. And the enchantment for comfort is 5,000.
No, it's 2,500. You got to divide it by 2 since we're doing the work ourselves.
Oh, okay.
And the enchantment, that stuff comes out of your pocket later.
That'd be like an additional 1,000, or do we divide that by half as well?
Yeah. It's 3,000 for the enchantment total. For your armor, it will cost 3,000. Total cost is 6,500 for your armor, including enchantment.
I give you the money for that then.
Yeah. So I guess I'm going to start going through this stuff. I'm going to run under the assumption that I'm going to have the same bonuses that I had last time, minus the assistance bonus. I just get up to head. I get a +2 for. Okay, so I started at 14. I get 5 plus 1 from that. Okay, so yeah, 22. Okay, I'm able to get your armor done in 2 days, and it's properly fitted. No enchantment yet, so you can wear it and walk around, and it's quite nice.
All right.
You can flavor up with whatever you want for the look for it. And also, if you guys want a holy symbol, a base holy symbol costs 1 gold. Just add an extra gold to it, and I can add it in pretty much for free. I'm kind of hand waving it, and I think Ty's okay with that.
A holy symbol of the tankard.
Yep, can do that. Okay. Next set, Karkindle.
Yes.
Your cost, including enchantment. Where is it? Scrolling up.
4,466 gold, 6 silver, and 7 copper.
Yep. I get it done. I get the base armor done in 2 days. Enchantments coming later.
And it's not ultra shiny. It's just kind of
dull.
It looks, yeah.
I blued it for you guys. Okay, you know how old revolvers look with that nice dark.
Yes, we know.
Yeah, it's blued. I blued it for you guys.
The beautiful blue stealing.
We're aware.
Jimpan.
Yeah.
Okay, that's 4 days so far. So, I think which would make the most sense for your character would be the silken ceremonial armor. It would make sense for a bard because you can wear it while doing performances.
Okay, I take that one.
Okay. It will cost you total with enchantment 3,060 gold. I get it done in a day and a half, I think. Let me no. The DC is lower on this one. I think I still beat it by 10, but I gotta double check it. Okay, it's a complex, which is +8. It's an 18 minimum, and increase the DC by 4. Okay, so that one takes me 3 days. So we're at 7 days total so far. I've got a few more armors to worry about.
Okay, plus 3,000.
Yeah, 3,030. Just knock that off your sheet, and I'll tell you this: we can do the enchantment en route, and I think we have enough time based on how long it takes.
Okay.
Yes, I know the captain's not going to be happy that I'll be working with alchemical items, but we don't exactly have a choice here. Okay. Next armor would be okay. So I got Karkindle, Jimpan, Kiri, and Shendu. Next armor would be my own. I get it done in... Yeah, I get it done in 2 days. Yep. No, it takes me 4 days. So it took us a total of 11 days to get that armor done. And there's technically one more armor that I need to do. My cohort. So let me mark the one off my sheet. Okay. Okay, I don't have the funds to do a full upgrade on our armor at this moment.
How much do you need?
Don't worry about it. I'll handle it as we get more treasures.
I have like 7,000 gold.
It's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it. I had over 11,000. Still didn't have enough. Let me. Okay. So 3,000. Actually, it's Yeah, it'd be 6,300. Yeah, it'd be 6,500. I actually have the gold, but I'd be burning all of what I have left, except for like 200 some odd gold. Yep. Well, I guess I'll add that in. Ty, do we have a couple more days before they can get everything chartered?
Yeah, it's still at least going to be another day for the chart to get ready.
Okay, yeah, I'm able to make
Which
her
will take
armor
us
as well.
about the amount of travel time to get there.
Yeah, okay.
Since
Well,
by
she's
now
got her armor. Yeah. Yeah, basically, I'm finishing up the last armors. We're about to go, fitting it to the paladin who's not happy about, all of this.
You've made her fucking armor?
Yes. She's cohort.
It's a waste of money, but okay.
Why is it a waste of money?
Because she's irrelevant.
She's fighting on the front line like the rest of us, bro.
She's an NPC and shouldn't even be here.
And I don't know
She's
her.
a cohort.
So? Fuck her.
I don't know her.
Well, eventually, he probably will.
Well,
It's my gold. I'm going to use it the way I see fit, okay?
Whatever.
okay.
So I assume the rest of you walk in as Orchid and Pizak are
Yeah.
discussing where everything is.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Mm.
Vazox, the whole time you guys have been doing this shit, I've been talking to Orchid about the fucking
Yeah.
place.
I suspect I was also there as well.
No.
Yeah.
For Vikrin to have done all of what he did, you guys have been there the entire time. I've been here alone the whole time.
Dude, I was doing the work up in Westwood. Sorry, not Westwood. Up in Wolfsten.
And where the fuck do you think I've been?
Yeah, that's where I am. We're all working up there.
But yes, you guys would have been over there with Vikrin. I've been over in the shop the whole time by myself.
Actually, I only need them for short periods of time to fit the armor.
The rest of your friends has arrived.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's about damn time. So, guys, I know where the Red Wolf place is. It's over here. And apparently, it's going to be a pain in the ass to get to and get in. Yeah,
How bad?
we're awesome.
There's a mountain range you'll have to pass. Several magic barriers that are designed to repel intruders.
And of course,
And
the simple fucking desert that goes from all over this place here.
yeah,
The
that's
fucking
obviously.
desert. So it's gonna be quite the fun feat.
And plus, at least from knowledge, once you even inside the fortress is fortified and several booby traps for anyone stupid enough to try to,
Boobies.
let's just say, get in. Unfortunately, by now my membership will be fully revoked, so I can't exactly slip past the barrier for you guys. You have to find a way through them on your own.
Oh no, that's so terrible. I'm not totally a master thief. I got this shit. Got this shit.
That's why I'm not worried. I was just giving you a heads up.
Yes.
Look, I could probably get us there safe and sound. I just need to know where it is on a map, and I can get us there.
With horses for Pazak.
Nope.
No, we're gonna.
No, this is a desert.
It's
We
a desert. There is no
camel.
horses.
Fuck you. Suck it, Karkendall, you bitch.
Also, just be aware of this point and this point. There are hidden garrisons up there with longbowmen ready for anyone gets a little too close and too suspicious.
Oh, don't worry. I have something for them.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So what did these people do?
Oh, they made a deal with the Asmodean cult, working with the Algarve brothers, and Georgie and all that jazz.
I thought Fang was killed.
Yeah, he got double killed.
Yeah, but then he was resurrected, and then we killed him again, and then we destroyed his body, buried him. Necromancy.
Some of us bury bodies.
Some of us didn't have time.
Well, it's not exactly wrong. He was interred in the earth. And melted.
Yeah, and then roasted while he was down there.
Minor point.
So yeah, we decided to go and pay him a visit and say hi. Plus, the last time we visited them in the middle of the night, we a lot of money. Might be able to get more. I do like my shinies.
Yeah, that place does have the entire fortune of them. Though be careful.
Oh!
The entire fortune? Hold up. What?
And
like
about
it.
how much is their
That it's their headquarters, so yeah, their main vault will be down there if you get to it.
how
Doctor, you
how
thinking what I'm
good
thinking?
are their finances by chance, Miss Orchid?
I wish I could tell you. The only two people who knew the answer were Fang and Tanner.
Oh.
So what you're telling me is we need to find this Tanner guy, snatch him up, and get information out of him.
He's probably in the desert trying to track the stupid tower.
I know how his tracking method works.
Like it matters?
We track him down, he can get us an easier way in.
I doubt it.
Well, think about it. Tanner is still a card-carrying member.
He could get us in the fortress as like new
He
recruits.
can at least get
He
past
can
the
get us to
barrier.
the front door where we will meet all of them.
Or he can get us through the barrier, we slip around the side through the back and cause havoc. He's their map maker. He probably helped design the place. He'll know every in and out.
So you want us to go traipsing around the desert with absolutely no real direction going in hopes we might possibly maybe run across him.
Yeah.
This sounds like a great plan.
I once found a needle in a haystack.
Shut up, Sam.
Granted, I used a magnet, but still.
Shut up, Sam.
Still counts.
Yeah,
Don't hold
magnets.
it, Sam.
Yeah, I'm the magnet here.
Remember, magnets also repel.
That's if they know we're coming.
What, the guard dogs? No, I don't think there's going to be too many guard dogs in the desert.
So do I need to roll profession map making to figure out where this guy is?
Yeah,
You could
would.
figure out where he might be, but again, you wouldn't know his exact location. Map making doesn't work like that.
you'll have an idea of what. I'll just say this: you'll have an idea of one of 4 locations he could be. Given
And
the,
you'd still have a
given-
25% chance of getting it right, and with a
I
75%
roll-
chance to get it wrong.
okay, here are the 3 places. Here are the 4 places he might be, based on the old tower pingings. Obviously, this is one of them. This is another. Right by the port's one. And down here at the bottom's the last one.
So the pretty much the 4 corners of the entire desert.
Well, we do know one location that is en route to the location. It couldn't hurt us to, take a small amount of time to double check that area before we move on. Maybe we get lucky.
How many days of travel is it from here to here and then there?
Oh, that's at least 2 or 3 days at least.
Just to get to here?
Yeah,
And then what about from there to there?
another 2 or 3 days. Yeah, might want to bring some water in that case.
I have create water.
Yeah.
Plus, I have like an empty gallon keg, so.
And I have an absurdly high survival check.
Daniel and I have been preparing for any kind of devil you at us in the future. We have multiple spells to deal with the desert's harsh environment. So we got this shit ready.
Okay, then.
Yep.
But I guess we're going to start traveling towards more to get on our ship after we've got all our shit together.
Let me double check the comfort thing. Yep. Even if I do the rushed work, I could get it all done. The DC's 20. I'm rolling a 22, so I would succeed all checks. I'm not even going to roll it. Congratulations, everyone's armor is upgraded.
Yay!
Yay.
No.
It is now treated as hot weather clothing.
Yay!
Right. Which, funny enough, I actually already own.
All right. So, going back to Westwood real quick. Make your way to Stoutmore. You overhear. Ironically enough, as you walk into Stoutmore, you actually overhear a couple of people saying, "Yeah, did you hear the Red Wolf Company was planning on burning down all the Flower Compass inns? Yeah, that's a little weird, isn't it?"
Oh shit!
They dead people now. Don't care. They dead.
Oh, man.
Yeah,
There's no way they could have figured out it was us.
that was what the Alchemist fire was going to be for. If you didn't stop them right there and then, you're going to all wake up with the inn on fire and getting ready to fight. Let me see what monster I have ready for you.
Bizarre. We're gonna find dead people now.
A barbed,
yes, most certainly.
a barbed devil would have been waiting for you at the bottom.
Ooh, that sounds kind of cool.
So yeah, that's what would have been the actual fight in the plan.
I see. I'm sure this would have been a lot more powerful than the Spectre you threw at us, right?
Yeah.
But we just love throwing monkey wrenches into every single plan you throw at us.
Indeed.
It comes with the territory.
Hearing that rumor, I'm going to start contacting all of the lay priests that I have a contact with, and start telling them to keep a better eye out for any kind of vandalism on our.
Actually, you hear back from the one and I forgot to say this before you left. In Wolfston, you actually heard supposedly the president of the Sarasara and a paladin just killed about a bunch of devils that attacked with alchemist fire ready. That's why they stayed behind, because they knew about the plan first.
And he did share it with us. And we're Zaya, and we're fellow Zaya.
Well, he figured that it'll be better if you stopped the main force, and then he stayed behind and deal with the riffraff.
So we're gonna.
He does. I should tell you, he does tell you and apologize when you get back.
Ty?
Yeah?
The Tengus are declaring jihad. We are declaring holy war upon the Red Company because they tried to burn down our churches.
So,
yeah.
take no prisoners?
Yeah. Well, this is posed on. Yeah, I've already We've already decided to turn a blind eye to that company, so if a bunch of them wind up dead, well,
It
in the
would be
Paladin
such a
Order-
shame for them, but it'd be great
Bunch?
for everyone
No,
else.
we're not doing bunch. We're doing all.
We're going to
is
dismantle that entire company. Yeah.
this is Juicy talking. Like, well, we can't exactly arrest
Legally
people we
sanction it.
don't know.
We can't officially legally sanction it, but if we don't know anything, we can't.
Pretty much.
Don't get
As-
caught.
Pretty much as a paladin, it's like I can't officially legally sanction this, but
Have fun.
pretty much.
Good luck. Don't forget to ride.
And Pozon's like, yeah, just be careful. Remember, this is a worldwide organization. All their
There's going to
members
be a
might not
worldwide
home.
DID organization after our down. We already showed them what happens when you mess with Tengus. Now we're going to show you what happens when you mess with the Zaya.
Well, then Godspeed, brother. We'll stay behind. Make sure that none of their friends try to do anything funny on these grounds.
May Villa Arias win. Guide your steps ever forward on the path.
Same to you, brother. Same to you.
And then we're going to get on a boat.
All right, you're gonna get
Do we
on
have
the.
to get on a boat?
You have to get on a boat.
Carkendo, what's that? And I'm going to knock him out with my sap.
So obviously, a week's passed, and you all arrive
Hold
at
on.
the port.
Hold on. There's special stuff that happens en route. First, oops. Fuck. You have a higher than 15 AC, don't you?
Yes.
Damn it! Sam, Vic, grab him! Don't let him run!
What?
What?
Don't let him run!
40-foot movement speed!
30 movement speed. Whoop. Oh, movement speed. Let's see. What's a grapple check?
What's going on?
I have no idea.
Explain later. Grab him. I cast barb chains to trip you.
I'm just quickly looking up how grapple works. Like what I need to roll for that.
Well, at this point, Remy just classed a slick spell to help.
Problem is, Carkindle has a pretty ridiculous.
All right.
Do either of those hit your CMD, Daniel? Daniel?
20 is what it needs.
Motherfucker. This was supposed to be a simple joke, but you're becoming very annoying to hit.
It's almost as if you got an armor upgrade.
Yeah.
Okay, seriously, what the hell do I roll for grapple?
You roll your D20 plus your CMB, Sam. How many times do we have to tell you this? This is the 5th time you've asked this question.
Nope.
You fail.
Quite miserably.
Hardcore.
I jump and land in the sand.
Does 26 beat your CMB?
Yeah.
Finally, yes.
I grapple you. You want to explain why I'm holding on to him?
He doesn't like water. And then I knock him out.
So basically, it's like you with horses, only with water.
He doesn't like sharks. They live in the water. And I'm going to throw him over my shoulder and I'm carrying him on the ship.
But we've gone across the ocean before and you didn't have a problem then.
Long story. Don't worry about it.
Pazak poisoned me with food.
Oh.
He was suffering food poisoning that whole trip. You guys didn't notice. I gave him the shits.
Oh. That's just mean.
Now I'm glad we made the tower super close the first time.
All right. Now I'm gonna freaking carry him onto the ship, and then I'm gonna lock him in his room before we leave. And so by the time he wakes up, we'll already be in the ocean. And then when he wakes up, I'm just gonna randomly point out the window and go, "Look, sharks!"
Not looking. Not looking. Don't see nothing.
Yeah, it real sucks when you're the one who's getting made fun of, huh? Fuck you, bitch.
Oh god. So 5-6 days has passed.
Admonishing ray to your face.
Ah!
And you pull into the port. Just be careful because you
Yeah,
do
you know what? Two can play that game. I can cast that spell too.
I'm about to say you might want to be careful as you get off the ship because you do see 2 members of the Red Wolf army in the area. Well, Red Wolf company.
Oh, I want to stealth. I want to sneak up on him.
Hold on, I'm doing the same.
I dress my beard in a different kind of braid.
Like it matters?
I'm a dwarf, they're human. I probably look like every other dwarf they ever see.
Because you do look like every other dwarf they see. 28.
They see Vikrin, they don't know
35.
Pizak. Damn. They see Vikrin, but they can't find Pizak or Karkindal. Hey, isn't that... Hey,
I sneak up behind him and I brain one over across the head with my sap. $13 if we get flat-footed.
Yeah, that should do it for a normal human.
Okie dokies.
And the other one will take an admonishing ray to the back of the head.
Ow! Yeah, that pretty much
1d6
knocks him out.
plus 4d6. I'll just go ahead and roll the sneak attack in addition to the regular damage. 21 non-lethal damage to the guy who I just brained over the head.
Yeah, he's also knocked out.
Thump. And then I'm going to loot his pockets.
About 300 gold per person, and each of them had a masterwork longsword.
I'll take the 2 swords and throw them in a bag, and then I'll take the money. You said 2 magic longswords?
Masterwork.
Oh, masterwork, sorry.
Like, you can tell by their look, you can tell by their faces, they're pretty much the rookies of the group.
Yeah, I can tell. And then I'm going to strip them naked.
In the middle of town.
Yep, and just leave them there and continue walking. I have declared jihad upon the Red Wolf Company. They have raised the ire of the Tengers.
We're gonna have to go find some camels now.
Yep.
Yep.
I'm going to go find someone who's selling camels.
Alright, you find one person who's like, well, I could get you a camel, probably about 10 gold a night.
$10 gold a night?
This guy's a cheapskate.
Well,
That's like fucking 40 gold there. And so if we only have it for the trip from here to there and then back again, that's like 80 gold.
Yeah, that's the deal. Yeah, that's the idea. He thinks you're going. He thinks you're going straight to Sarazara, which he knows is at least a 3-day trip.
Fuck it, I'll pay that.
well, yep. Riding camels, 150 gold apiece. So,
Well, we're renting, so.
yeah.
So I hand him the 80 gold.
All right, you got a camel for 8 days.
Fantastic.
Now, mind you, these guys are designed to come back after a certain amount of time. He pulls out a special feed bag and gives it to camel. When the feed runs out, the camel comes home. That's all. That's how it works.
Oh, that's why you can be so cheap. That's a fantastic system.
I know. They auto return? That's nice.
I know, that's fucking great. That's amazing.
I'm just gonna buy 2 camels for 150 gold each.
Fine.
And I'll ask if I can, when I get back, if I could sell it back to him for obviously a reduced amount.
Or you can just rent the damn thing for 80.
Fine. Fine. You can buy them.
I'm gonna
Just don't
pat the
be-
side of
just
the
don't be
camel's
a-
head and go, see, now this is a beautiful beast.
Yeah,
Way
pretty
better
much.
than horses. This is a beautiful camel.
He,
And
gi-
it
he,
spits
gi-
in your face.
he goes to the back and gives the two camels a special carrot that pretty much says, "Stay with this person for now."
I rent a camel.
Like, fine. These people now these guys are gonna stick with you no matter what, unless you try to get them killed. Then they're gonna return home.
I'm not planning
You
on
can't
getting him
sacrifice the
killed.
camels
Sir.
for blood rituals.
Yeah, we had some strange people coming through here these last few years. Have you ever met that strange necromancer?
Yeah,
You mean
The-
Marvis?
we met him.
Yeah, he tried to.
Oh yeah, I meet spin him all the time.
He's so
Yeah, we're
fun.
good friends.
I know, right?
Keep meat spinning him.
Yeah,
I wouldn't go that far.
yeah. I'm about to say, yeah. You might want to not use the word friends around him. He's wanted across the whole desert.
We
Various
know of
crimes
him.
against
We are not
humanity.
friends with him. Samuel is retarded. Don't listen to him. He's a dwarf. You know how it is. Ah.
Because he's drunk all the time.
Anyway, you give him the gold. He gives you the camels, and there you go.
I get on the camel and I yell, yip yip, and then I leave.
I follow.
I ride.
I follow.
Yep,
I follow
let's
with my
go.
cohort.
And
Popped
where
on
are
my
you heading?
shoulder.
And where are you heading to?
Here.
All right,
To see if by some miracle of fucking God,
It's on the way.
Isaac is there.
all right, let me roll a D4. That's so you're hoping for a 1 in that case.
Nope.
Nope.
As I said, it was on the way.
Orchid, what are you doing here?
Oops.
Orchid!
Yeah, you're still impersonating her.
Yeah.
Hey, it's Sam's girlfriend.
For shits and giggles. Still miss. Okay.
Hey,
So we
he was
get
on
there,
the
we
way.
look around, don't see him, and then we continue on the next 2 days to the fortress.
Let me roll a survival check just to make sure that we have plenty of food.
We have a spell for that.
I have
We
create
summon
food
food
and
and
water that feeds about 40 people per day.
Well, it's one less spell you have to spend.
I cast it. Everyone can eat whatever they want. Here you go.
Yeah,
Right.
and you're in the middle of a desert. See, well, there's not like you're gonna find any.
Survival says as long as you can use it, you can find shit.
Or we could
Well,
just
fine.
cast a
You
spell
can eat
and
all
move
the
on.
scorpions you want.
Yeah, you can
Everybody
eat
else can
scorpions
have
or you
cows.
roast beef, and you have fun. Fucking
So,
ungrateful prick.
should we give like
Jeez, I'm just trying to cut back on the need for spells.
He says to the clerics because, that's fucking stupid.
So I assume you're going to stop in the middle of the night, which will pretty much be a good time to end this session.
Yep.
Yeah, at some point during our travels. And I'm gonna take all the food that we summoned and I'm gonna try and make a cool meal out of it. Just for one last cook roll.
Nah.
26.
Yep, good meal.
Yeah,
I
you're
think-
good meal.
Yum 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 yum.
I mean, it's already cooked food, but I was trying to
Yeah.
do something fancy with it. Actually, that's a 27 because I actually did a plus 13 instead of 14, so it's 27.
Yum 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 yum.
Yum
Nom,
yum
nom,
yum
nom,
yum
nom.
yum 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 yum.
So next time, obviously, the attack on the Red Wolf Company.
raid on the
headquarters.
company.
Yep.
Fuck those guys up. Fucking jihad. Fucking jihad.
Yep.
The life and death again of Fang. Of Fang.
yeah, we double killed
The
him.
life,
Sometimes.
death, undeath, then final death.
Then,
and at night, I create
desecration.
a shelter for everybody.
oh yeah,
Good.
we make spiderweb shelters too, so we're protected from the sunlight.
Yep.
And then we use endure elements, and then use hot and cold. Then we also fucking use create water, summon clean drinking water. There's like all kinds of shit they were doing.
The armor already basically gives you endure elements.
Whatever.
All right. So,
I also have a special spell prepared for whoever's running the Red Wolf Company now.
I guess by order of elimination, that would be Tanner, though you're pretty sure the brothers are now running it. Tanner's now just the official leader.
I have a spell called Black Spot that I plan on using on somebody one day.
What's that?
Oh, it's a fun little curse. Let me read it to you. It's nasty. The black spot is a specific and feared pirate curse. An intangible illusionary black spot manifests above the target's head and remains until the target dies or the curse is lifted. The black spot cannot be covered or hidden by any means, including other illusions. The black spot radiates a curse aura in a 10-foot radius around its target. Anyone within the aura gains a +2 bonus on weapon attacks and damage rolls against the target. In addition, the target has a -4 penalty on saving throws against death effects. Every day in which the creature bears a black spot, it makes a fortitude save. On a failed save, the creature takes 1 point of constitution damage. The damage cannot be healed until the black spot is removed. If the creature's con reaches 0, it dies. Pirates killed by the spell often return as ghosts, but it is not a direct effect of the spell. The black spot cannot be dispelled, but it can be removed with a break enchantment, limited wish, miracle, remove curse, or wish spell. Duration, permanent. Saving throw will negate. Spell resistance, yes. Range, touch. Target, creature touched. This is a necromancy spell, by the way.
But not evil.
But not evil.
No, it's not, because it's just of the school of necromancy. Level 4 cleric, level 5 sorcerer wizard, level 4 witch.
So just like a pure neutral type spell.
No, it's simply a spell of the school of necromancy. Just because it's a necromancy school spell doesn't mean it's evil. It has to actually have the word evil in its descriptor.
Yeah, it's not inherently evil to use it. It's how you use it that's whether it's evil or not. If you use something like a random innocent person,
then
that's
would be
evil.
Considered an act of evil, but the spell itself is much
But
like
if
how
you're-
raising an undead skeleton is technically evil. You're just summoning an undead.
Yep. It's
It's
how you
just
do
that-
white necromancers.
It's just that how Mavis was doing it.
Well,
and its
yeah,
purpose is what makes him evil.
Marvis.
Marvis.
You named the NPC. I'm surprised you can never get his.
How Marvis does it, obviously, is evil because
Well, he himself is evil, and most necromancy, when you summon an undead, their alignment matches yours.
yeah. Hence why Fang.
So if
came
you're
back.
evil, then you summon evil undead. If you're
Hence
good,
why-
then it would be good undead.
Hence why Fang came back as evil.
Yep. Standard resurrection. He was brought back as an undead of some sort.
Yeah, it would be it technically would be an intelligent undead. You see, pretty much what he did was he raised him into undeath, and then gave him like a awakening intelligence spell placed on him. So he pretty much it was exactly the way he was before, but he was undead and had all the usual properties and penalties associated with such a state of being.
And it was stupid enough to show up where we were.
Knowing that I throw holy water at people all the time, and
To be
finally,
fair,
this is the first time I threw holy water at somebody, and it hurt them.
No, second time you did hurt. You did hurt.
She doesn't count.
Sally.
She doesn't count. We already knew she was evil, and a demon.
I'm like, to be fair, I'm about to say 543 Dawn. To be fair, he didn't expect you guys to be at the castle. He didn't know the level of depth you guys were in.
Yeah.
He thought you were just a bunch of rogue adventurers that are being asked.
He didn't realize that we were all buddy with the king and the team.
Pretty much.
Then I was
Sounds
the one
right.
who
Makes
is-
sense.
Because they haven't officially met up with Marvis yet, he didn't get the information.
Yeah, Marvis wasn't like, "Yo, don't fuck around with the royalty." They like those guys, especially those fucking Tengus.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yep.
But yeah, that was the original plan. Is that they were going to start burning down the flower. Like if you guys would have stayed in Westwood, they'd burn down both the Flower and Compass Inn and the inn across the street.
Oh Jesus!
Wow, vindictive little assholes.
Yeah, they are. Yeah,
And they're supposed to be like a legit mercenary guild. Fuck these.
Yeah, they're legit because no one fucks with them.
Yeah, but if you do shit like that, then obviously your reputation isn't very good. I mean, so how they became so what's the word I'm looking for? Prestigious, I suppose.
Because they do have a high. Because
that would make them ruthless and infamous, not highly proud.
They're ruthless, they're infamous, but they're also extremely successful in missions, like a 90+ success rate.
And then they met us.
And then they met us. Yeah, who robbed them of including out of what they had in a fucking mimic, for God's sakes, in a single night. Then we killed their leader the next day, or like a week later.
Yeah.
Twice.
Yeah, twice.
And now we are basically storming the gates of hell. And
that was, of course,
else.
after I fucking kidnapped him.
I didn't expect a kidnapping.
You gave me an opportunity to do it, so I was originally gonna ask him questions, and then fucking Marva showed up, so I slit his throat and ran.
Because I had to figure, okay, wait, Vikram with the word Vikram talk with got to the princess by now, so it was slowed down Fang trying to get in to pay his bailout, so I had to put that into consideration. Like, oh yeah, he won't be able to walk through the front door because the princess would stop that, so he had to walk through the side doors.
Which made him isolated for me to make my attack. I'm thinking about masterworking my sap, so I have a +10 instead of a +9.
Well, getting a masterwork sap then enchanting it.
Yep.
I don't know if I have the money.
The
money donation for enchanting the sap.
At this rate, your most effective weapon is a slapjack.
Yeah.
It's a sap.
Oh yeah. Also, Hawk has a flight of 90.
Wow.
And every hour, she can go 10 times that speed.
So we're assuming she like flew at max speed back and forth this whole time.
Yeah.
Well, because it's a red-tailed hog, it increases its speed when it does the dive. So theoretically, since we were coming from the mountains, the red hawk could have actually flown at a downward angle in a relatively gentle dive, which would have given her quite some speed towards Westwood.
Yeah.
Theoretically. But regardless, yes, the sap is very quickly becoming my primary weapon for ass beating. I love my blackjack.
So, hey Ty,
Yep.
I don't need to apologize. Those admonishing rays, I should have been firing against touch attack, not just automatic hitting.
Yeah.
I do apologize.
And
Oh, really?
And we'll check that out for next session.
Yeah.
I thought they were auto hits.
No, and it's my mistake. So I apologize.
But yeah, I doubt I'll be enchanting the sap. I'm already essentially enchanting 2 different weapons with my quarterstaff.
Yeah. Well, then just, plop down 300 gold and swap the 2 things out.
Well, yeah, like I said, I was thinking about masterworking it, so I had a +10.
Yeah, let me stop the recording so I could start uploading this.
Goodbye, everybody.
Bye.
Don't fuck with Tango's jihad.